Another way I can do it though.
Put the pressure here on Jensen, shoving him back. Not a whole lot of mana left for the Tuya to work with.
But this is actually pretty concerning because Jensen already TP'd back, and he's that low.
Yeah.
Jojo hasn't even based, right? So Jojo's going to be able to reset here. If he bases, immediately TPs, and can actually lock Jensen in this lane for a little bit longer, it can get concerning for Jensen. So what Jensen's going to try to do is, as soon as Jojo bases, he's going to try to actually reset the wave, bounce it, and get a base off himself.
Oh, bottom lane, Masu.
Okay. Oh, nice from Berserker.
First blood in the 2v2.
Berserker's been back on his bullshit, by the way. Like, this guy was running it. Part of the reason why C9 sucked was their ball lane was getting clapped. Like, last time these two teams played, or maybe it wasn't last time, I think it was 2 times ago. When these two teams first played, Maso and Busio, oh, that's a bad death by Busio. The first time these two teams played, Busio and Masu just ran Vulcan and Berserker. And now, like, Berserker is just playing well again. Like, he just looks like he's mechanically there.
Fishing around, looks like it'd just be the control ward though, and they're gonna sacrifice the grubs on top side. Of course, Blabber did have the later recall since Inspired went for the early longsword one, so there is the Doran's blade difference, which is pretty popular for a lot of AD.
Yeah, Busio's infeeding there though, for sure.
There's gonna be a nerf pretty soon where Doran's blades will be unique with jungle items and support.
Or like Berserker ran himself, he fucking ran it down. Yeah, I mean, he got shit on. But that was like really surprising because Berserker's been essentially in consistently insane form since he actually joined LCS. Like, he was never bad. He never had like bad stretches. He was just always good. Oh, YouTube stream? It shows that it's on. Is it not on? I don't know, bro. If it's not on, it's fucking doomed. I don't know.
Otherwise, I think Bibble could have been in a lot of trouble. Blabber not 6, but he is PTA. He does have a
no flash on Masu. You have to go Masu here, if anything. Hard. Oh, good flash over. Yeah, well played from Blabber. Dude, C9 is so fucking back, by the way.
And before, in order to get into,
it's on now. Okay, good.
Really nice Q over here through
clean from Blabber.
While support just cleared out the ward, then he waits for his Q cooldown to come back up, then goes for the gank from behind. But mid,
Jojo now in trouble as Inspired looks to bring the extra burst.
Okay, Inspired. Catch him when he walks back mid. Smart play by Inspired.
Flashing behind him, almost looked like he thought he had ult there for a second.
Yeah, it looked like he thought he had kick.
Dodge a spell or something. Either way, nicely done. Are able to get that kill. It's a good vision play that was kind of eerily reminiscent of the one that Blabber made in his last playoff series that you did a breakdown on, Kobe. Really just playing on the edge of vision there. Blabber, though, back down to bot side. This time he's 6 now, so the ulti is prepped and ready. They know that Lee Sin is on top side, so there is an angle to potentially dive, and FlyQuest is just gonna...
Yeah, you pressure them off here in base.
Yeah, this is so scary, man. The Vi, plus when you have to deal with Renata having a bailout, it just makes the turret dive so much more powerful because the opportunity to trade is so heavily reduced. C9 up 1,500 gold, 2 kills, and 3 grubs. Yes, FlyQuest got that first Drake, but I feel like if you got to pick which side you want to be on, especially comparing bottom lane, Berserker's plenty out farming his counterpart in the Karma. He's already got a 200 gold bounty. This is what C9 fans want to see.
And look at that gold in the mid lane. Even with the kill,
hold his Blabber.
Barely a little bit of a lead there for Jensen. I think the biggest discrepancy
it's
is
probably like
Jensen
24 now.
Into Vi Talia combo, so still very dangerous.
Yeah, he's 24.
Blabber just has to be a little bit cognizant. Make sure you don't flash to or ult too close to tower. Jensen brings you into a bad spot. But they definitely still can. Nice.
Blabber has more kills than Xmithy, so can we shut up about Xmithy being the NA jungle GOAT now? I think people are off that. I think we were just some of the first people in this chat that were like off the Xmithy, and like we were early to recognize Blabber's greatness. But yeah, I mean, I think Blabber is just the GOAT jungler of North America. I don't think it's close at all anymore. But even like before Blabber's last like 1 championship or even 2 championships, I think he was that.
And as long as you're just chilling and farming up here, you are so
like, this guy was so fucking good, man.
It's kind of going back to what Vulcan was talking about when we heard from him right before.
Like, Xmithy was a role player on a team that was winning championships. Blabber was like the best player on the team, on teams that were winning championships. Just the difference, bro.
Is neutralizing and C9 is invading the FlyQuest.
And people are just really addicted to championships in
big,
LCS conversation.
Big push advantage in bottom lane to go for some of these invades. And of course, JoJo's calling, hey, Inspired has no flash still from the flash that he pulled on me in mid lane. So Blabber, come over here. We're going for the invade. You have ult ready.
Ooh, another nice knockback there from Fudge's ulti, but not enough to really threaten anything serious on Debwippo's Renekton.
Yeah, I think
Bwipo
again,
gets,
it's basically a sustained play. This is actually pretty nice for Bwipo.
Fruit here. Not bad.
Bad situation. Doesn't actually have to use his recall just yet and TP back, so going to be able to save that. And Fudge is just looking for these trades. You try to utilize your passive in matchups like this. You just try to constantly chip them down, and it's often your
Where do you rank Inspired
which is going to kind of run out first.
for Western junglers? I mean, he's one of the best Western junglers for sure. I think Inspired is insane.
But kind of important because second grubs
I mean, he's top 3 for sure in my mind. It's like, might be the best, could be like second best. Like this split based off performance, I thought he was the best. I would say, I think Razork's really good from EU. I think Inspired's really good from NA. Like Blabber didn't have that insane of a split, so I wouldn't put him up there.
One thing FlyQuest does have going for him right now is control over the top side. Bwipo shoving another wave in, trying to collect the money on the first turret plate. Fudge does not have a lot of resources still to work with, nearly out of mana.
Is Bwipo playing horrible? Is this how the matchup goes? This is how the matchup goes. Like Renekton can maybe squeeze a plate and a few CS, but like Groggus is a neutralizer.
Is just now starting up. Jensen.
Okay, Jensen forced a flash. Probably go for grubs here. It's gonna be 6 grub game for C9, really good.
Yeah, okay, grubs are free. Grubs are so free right now. There's no kick on Lee Sin. Now there's no flash on mid. You know, we just had the full health teleport back from JoJo. The freest 6 grubs ever here for Cloud9.
That was Closer. Closer was really good. Besides for last year, every year he played. Besides for last year, he was like one of the best or the best.
They could even retain control down
at points, but last year he was not that great. But his team kind of sucked, and when a player's team sucks, a jungler's team sucks, it's hard to judge them.
As your jungler, and your lanes are already winning, right? Because mid lane has been pushing in constantly, bot lane has been pushing in constantly. Top is neutral.
I've been saying that Inspired number 1 in EU. He was insane over there. I mean, he's so good. He's probably like, he's probably my favorite jungler to watch because of his decision making. It's just so often correct. Like, most players are not like him, bro. Most players have like some really good decisions, some iffy decisions. Like it's so hard to make the right decision almost every time as a jungler. Oh, TP from Fudge. He's early. They're going on to Inspired. One-shotting Inspired. Oh, that was such a good combo, bro. That was clean as fuck. Is JoJo dead? He's not dead. Can still be won by Fly. Oh, they didn't actually get it. Blabber had no smite. Fought back. I mean, the combo onto Inspired was actually so clean from C9.
I think Blabber used his smite in the kill. He didn't actually have the smite.
Yeah, he shouldn't have smited for this kill, by the way. Kill was guaranteed.
They tracked that or just wanted to take the fight either way, but Bwipo just walks up, takes that dragon. A great start for Cloud9, turns bad as FlyQuest punished.
Yeah, when you see the Vi still
look at Inspired's body here, by the way. Flash Vi ult into Groggus combo. Groggus does the combo into Berserker throw like Vulcan using Berserker's ult.
So it's hard to trust if that or not, but he obviously did not have it when they were hitting Dragon. So the chase back here definitely.
JoJo kind of into this, to be fair.
To be able to go in and get it.
Yeah, that was down to 38, and everyone on Cloud9 kind of stopped hitting because they realized, okay, FlyQuest is coming in. They're probably expecting Blabber to be able to smite and finish. But either way, a little bit of an oopsie there from Cloud9. Still up in gold, though. But FlyQuest does have a nice in towards a potential soul here. And it is an Ocean Soul, which is a really powerful one.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal to not end up having to go even on these early Drakes.
JoJo has no flash. Big flash.
Nice play from Inspired.
Good punish from Inspired. But that's like Inspired strength, bro. Like if somebody's missing a flash on the map when he's so like so disciplined, everything he does is so logical.
It is, and Busio is kind of getting online. He's got his Malignant stun.
Caster Curse Inspired. I mean, I don't think he like played the dragon fight really bad. I think that was good play from C9.
Scrapping it up, not too much going to come from that.
But yeah, I mean,
JoJo, the target of
C9's playing Kalista, and they're not ahead early game, so
wanting to shut him down, has been going mid.
it's not like a super winning state for C9. I think FlyQuest is battling back pretty well.
Really what we've been seeing over the last couple of years, people are non-stop putting that attention towards him, but I will say it's a little bit atypical for him to die to it this much. He has been getting better and better at actually avoiding it, so FlyQuest executing well and being able to punish Cloud9 mid laner.
I guess it's just a Herald start. Lee Sin has no kick, so you just start Herald here probably on spawn.
Got his Thunder Sky done. He has his ultimate ready here on the Vi, so they're gonna try and force
JoJo's
something
just
to
playing to
start
hover
up
here.
the Rift
He's just gonna
Herald
hover
to get
Herald and then
some
probably
power
walk bot
for themselves.
once he knows
Looks
it's
like with the
free.
later reset for FlyQuest,
He can probably start
I think they're
walking
just
bot
gonna
right now,
cover lanes,
to be fair.
and there's not gonna be any fight over the actual Herald itself. Of course, this objective isn't as
Now it's about trying to pressure bot lane and then having him rotate mid, because he can rotate faster than Hui to fights. As a result, are they going to just try to do it right now? Okay. They're first on. Oh man, they're just going to lose mid turret here. Looks like.
Exactly. They want to
Grub
do
diff.
just that. The charge alone will not kill the turret from this health, but with the wave already built up, with the amount of players that they had present for the push, they can hard force that one down. C9 collect the first.
Dude, look at all the
It
grubs.
looks so goofy when there's that many, man. It's just a clown car, all the
Okay.
grubs popping out.
Dude, a Rift Herald push with Belveth is now one of the funniest.
JoJo's
things
really
in
scared to go bot because he has no flash here, so he just hasn't touched the bot wave in a long period of time. Like normally he's just farming 10 CS a minute, but this game he's like just scared to do it.
Void Mites did 21 damage to the secondary
Let's
turret.
go.
Nice, good
It's,
job.
it's about the quality of the damage. Quantity, you know?
I think Selfmade will play again in LEC. I have no idea. I think he's better than Douglas though. Or I mean,
They're gonna need that.
I think it's hard for him not to be better than Douglas.
If that tower just barely dies later to like a single caster minion auto attack,
That was the
we're all
grubs.
going to remember this moment. FlyQuest are taking over the top side river now, though. Unfortunately for them, there's not really a whole lot left here right now. Cloud9 have controlled everything that spawned inside of that pit so far in these first 15.5 minutes of gameplay. But our next neutral objective will be the third Drake, the first one of those ocean Drakes that'll be spawning this game here in just over 60 seconds. Cloud9 obviously showed they were already ready to contest the previous one. It just got a little bit goofy. So I'm expecting us to have another fight over Drake number 3.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think you want to be giving Fly a free in towards Soul. That is kind of their major win condition right now. That's going to be what they're looking for.
I mean, I don't think Fly get out. I mean, I don't think Fly really get outscaled here. I don't think they necessarily outscale super hard. I mean, obviously Senna can scale infinitely, so like realistically, I don't think that there's going to be a point this game where Fly has just hit a break point where C9 can't win unless C9 makes like more mistakes in the game.
Target on JoJo, him plus Jensen. Constantly looking for these.
When I'm
plays,
done, forgive
but
him. Wasn't he mega smurfing into you, and then he went to NA to join an academy team for some reason?
This is also kind of
I mean, he just didn't have a
He's going
team in-
Redemption Rush, which is pretty atypical.
in
but I
EU.
actually quite like this against a Hui because so much AoE
got kicked
in
for
these
Mad.
fights that I really do think it is about answering that. You throw out the E, you
So, yeah.
shield up a lot of people, you drop that Redemption immediately when
You like Senna Karma bot? I don't really know much about Senna Karma bot, but generally I don't really like Karma bot lane.
Have a lot of utility on their team to be able to force the location of a fight.
I don't see it
When
do
you
well
have
often.
Ultimate and Renata ultimate here, you can keep them in place for the
Tactical
duration.
nuke redemption.
Exactly for the big redemption to land.
The Drake has spawned and the fight is ready to kick off. Let's see who's actually going to end up engaging here. Blabber jumping back up the wall, looking for a potential wraparound.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess Blabber's gonna be the one doing it. Renata ultimate here is definitely something FlyQuest also have to be cognizant of. So they're spreading out. They cannot group up here. It kind of fills up the river when you've got.
It's not that easy for C9 to win. Like they can't just hard force. And if they do, I think they have to get the Hui and not the Lee Sin. He's gonna try to wall them off, but Jensen's in a pretty good position. But they see Jensen in the bush. Oh, they caught Jensen.
Oh, nice! He finds Jensen and forces the flash back over the wall. Dawning Shadow to make sure their mid laner stays alive. Comes out for C9. Berserker's already at half HP. Whippo at half now too.
Walls them off. It's going on to Inspired. Fudge is actually getting killed by Hui. It looks hard for C9. Renekton's actually doing so much in these fights. Damn, third Drake. Okay, pretty big.
Nicely done there by FlyQuest. They found the seismic shove onto Jensen, but Jensen poked out Berserker so much.
They can hit mid though. They get mid tier too, but this Renekton seems like so fucking strong actually.
Pretty low. So again, Cloud9 can't find the angle here, and that's 3 straight dragons.
3 Drakes.
Cloud9 will get a little bit of gold.
Yeah, we went straight from LEC to LCS, so we get ads. GG.
Yeah, you certainly are with the way
Not much to do about that.
If the next one also
We
goes
played
the
them
same
right
way,
when we switched. We would have missed all the early action.
I do like that they still as soon
Kind of unlucky.
as,
I mean, I guess I could do them technically after a Drake fight, but you never know if that's going to be the end of the action.
Ulting him and trying to go for that inside the dragon pit. Then they were like, you know what? We're not getting this dragon. They back out. Too much poke damage. Fudge had already been pushed out to like 50 HP maybe. And so they just run mid to try and at least get a consolation prize. Got that secondary turret.
Interview motto sub. Actually, good League of Legends. I mean, the thing, it's not that like LEC can't have good League of Legends either. It's just that like these are the two best teams in North America, so they're playing at a higher quality than like most of the teams in EU, because those are just not the two top teams in EU playing. But like Fnatic versus G2, once playoffs rolls around, could have a banger, you know. I'm not like anti-EU. I just think that like a lot of the teams do just suck right now.
This champion has so much outplay opportunity. Especially when you're up against stuff that's got to land skill shots like the way, when you got to try to hit them with a center root or something like that. And Berserker needs to continue playing like playoff Berserker, I think, for C9 to get the dub here.
And he also needs to rely on some teammates here to be able to hold them in place, because Kallista's most scary thing is playing into big range. And when you're outranged by Hui, and then Senna's Soul starts stacking up. And
Dylan in a can. What is that, bro?
Coming at you. There's a lot of range there on FlyQuest.
The MSI qualifier winner of this team, or of this series, goes to MSI.
Stages of it in the last fight. So sometimes it can be really annoying for Kalista to actually close that range. But when you do, it just blows open. If you have a good Gragas engage, Vi ultimate, you know, into Talia combos, then it can be very explosive. But if FlyQuest can control it and get that poke damage down, they only need one more dragon, you know, one more successful fight here for them to be able to get a lot of control.
I just think FlyQuest played so well around that potential engage from Cloud9. They were so well spread out. There was no one that could actually be two-man body slam, two-man Gragas ulted at any point. Even when Blabber went in, the rest of the team from FlyQuest then steps forward and actually zones off the follow-up. They're not able to come in and actually do anything off the back of that Vi ult. So FlyQuest really positioned well, and I just think limited Cloud9's options. So Berserker didn't even really get the auto attack. He did nothing in that last fight. So he has all the gold, but if you can't get a range, you're not going to do anything with it.
And I like how FlyQuest are playing really safe around these Jensen flash timers. Jensen on the way still has not died, even though enemy team has so much engage. And when he does have his cooldown on his flash, they just revert to farming, back to side lanes here. Okay, everybody keep it calm. But that champion does so much AoE damage, has a lot of range, so it can make it very problematic for Cloud9, especially if they wait the cooldown and get his flash back up for the extra safety.
Yep, that flash cooldown has about 45 seconds left on it right now, and that next Drake will not be spawning for another 90 or so, and this is the huge fight that we will be looking forward to.
Does JoJo survive? I mean, when JoJo gets the Andres, maybe he can play more aggressively in the fights. I think the problem right now is the mantra cues from Karma are like zoning people off.
JoJo's never going
because
up there, though.
Busio's actually fucking hitting them. Like in the Drake fight, Busio was actually zoning people with mantra cues. He's chunking people.
Inspired, gonna be spotted out by that one. So JoJo's instincts are now proven correct from the Cloud9 point of view, as Inspired and Jensen are once again gonna retreat back towards that tier 1 turret. FlyQuest still have not claimed any turrets from C9 so far this game. C9 with the
and turn up the mainstream
to bring down there in
maybe a little bit.
The outer turret still standing in both those sides.
I want it too loud.
Even though, you know, Renekton had a little bit of extra.
Unlike Sokken's Karma, yep.
You know, Fudge,
unlike Sokken's Karma.
Build, Seraphs is transformed, and Rod of Ages is up to 7 stacks. So he is feeling quite good about this. You get a decent amount of AP in this. You get the extra survivability of the shield, so much extra sustain and health here. The double scaling items build feels quite nice once you get.
We just watched Sokken. He wasn't doing any of that though. Yeah, I mean Sokken has no idea how to play around objectives, man. It is what it is.
That changes the feeling of this game so much because two dragons.
He doesn't like hold chokes well.
Pressure, but for Cloud9, this could potentially be a game-losing fight if they do.
Now C9 have position.
So they're trying to play through mid. They're trying to make.
They shouldn't show too many people here though. Like I don't like Blabber showing. He's not doing anything by showing here.
And try to get Pryo towards that dragon. We'll see if
they need to like make it hard for FlyQuest to enter, so they need to hold this area. Like this is the whole goal of what you have for this comp here. You need to hold this area. You can't let them in for free. Throw Qs as they come in, like punch them when they enter. Okay, they're just finishing it now. By the time that they actually, like, they don't need to fight here either. Oh, JoJo just inted. What did JoJo just do?
JoJo is huge. Jensen ends up getting the kill. And now C9's got to be careful. Berserker
They got the Drake, though. They denied Soul.
doesn't want to face check it. FlyQuest are just going to march as
Like, by the time that that FlyQuest was able to get there, the Drake was already gone. Yeah, JoJo just ran it there.
They're at least going to push for this tier 1 mid, so they're not going to go.
I mean, JoJo's had a pretty bad game. I mean, he's been the best player on the team so far this year, but this game he's been terrible.
Cloud9 on the other side, we're trying to burst down Inspire, but he had a nice flash over that Weaver's wall to avoid the cast coming out there.
But nah, it's not Baba right there. Don't go Baba. I mean, the Kalista is getting really strong, but he can get one shot pretty easily in this game. What happened to JoJo here?
Because the wall was good from JoJo, but keep your eyes on JoJo back here.
Oh, he just didn't see him. Oh, Bwipo actually outplayed him pretty fucking hard. Honestly, that was pretty good from Bwipo. Bwipo like faked like he was going back mid, and then he like wrapped around through the bush. I didn't see that.
Lands the stun and deletes that mid laner.
That's another one.
Respect.
Where it looks funny watching it with God mode, where we can see everything. But if you watch that from Fog, he doesn't see him going to that brush. He has no idea that he's right beside him because of intelligent pathing there from Bwipo, and that's something that maybe we could actually see from them.
They're gonna start Baron.
Highlight that. Because those are those plays.
You can start Baron and look for a
so
TP maybe.
subtle, but are really, really impressive. Knowing the limits of that.
Sneaky
vision,
Bwipo. Yeah, that was pretty sneaky.
Advantage of it. JoJo
But Bwipo's always been really smart about stuff like that. Like, Bwipo's an extremely smart player. He was literally just better than everyone on TL last year, and he just didn't get to play. As he was an import, and the team decided on Pioshik over him.
Isolated and stunned up. It's actually so devastating because it sets up for the severing bolt from Hui so easily. And when
Kind of scary being the Fed Kalista against Hui, Renekton, Lee. Yeah, for sure.
Damage that can actually come from very far away.
Let's check
6
out
scrubs
what it
here.
is right now, just for fun. Severing Bolt currently does 838 damage if you are isolated or locked down.
And that's before item procs, runes, etc. He has Airy.
Not pretty.
He has items that can proc, so yeah.
Look at look at Berserker's gold as well. He's looking pretty rich still here on Cloud9.
And Fudge is just using that to clear the wave.
Something that they need to utilize. I mean, they have not gotten
This is global red from C9. See if they take it here.
Really good for them.
Oh, Bwipo is being smart.
Able to do much with here, and he does have a big
Yeah,
bounty on
Fudge
his
sees
head.
that. He probably knows Bwipo's in the bush now. He can estimate where Bwipo is. C9's looking for a play though.
On his head too. So by the same token, if FlyQuest can actually focus on him and get that kill.
Everyone from C9's here though. They're playing for the blue. Hui is top. Took away the global blue. They're saving their global red, timing it with Drake, so that they have red advantage for Drake. Pretty smart, bro. Oh, kill. Nice. They start Baron off that? I think you just go Baron, bro. I think you Baba off this. I think you Baba for sure. Oh, they're not? Wow, they're actually not going Baron. I don't think it's worth it, bro. If you're going to invest your flash like this on Vi, I think you have to turn it into Baron.
They're not even going to start it up. I'm actually really surprised.
I'm surprised too. I think they should have won Baron here.
From Jensen and from Busio. But that's a lot to spend.
I thought it was a Baba. Too many ults gone? I mean, it's only 2 ults gone. Like, enemy team, like, it's not that easy for enemy team to play into you when they have to run in like this, and you have guaranteed smite. You have Kalista as well. I think it's a good situation to be in.
I think it's just too dangerous to pin.
Yeah, global red taken by C9 now. So they're gonna have red advantage for the Ocean Drake fight.
Is not worth it for your flash when Soul is on the table here in a minute, right? Like that is actually.
Yeah, I agree with what Azael's saying. I think the same thing.
You're not gonna be able to get a follow-up objective. It's just a trade. It is really not worthwhile.
That's why I keep complimenting FlyQuest for how calm they are in this game. You can see during that, even while the pick is happening, Jensen just keeps on split pushing top. He gets the objective, so okay, yeah, they gave up the gold in jungle, but they did get that outer tower, and now he's got 2 needlessly large rods. He's looking for his death cap. That 3 items power spike for Jensen for Hui is going to be massive.
Berserker does have his terminus now, though, so he does have
Berserker got chunked there. Fudge needs to ult here. They're trying to one-shot Bwipo. He has Sterex, though. They don't one-shot him. Good kick. Huge kick. Renata ult, though. Renata ult doesn't do anything. Huge, huge, huge. Oh, that's like game-winning. What the fuck? Damn. Pretty big.
Stole over to FlyQuest. Fight for FlyQuest.
FlyQuest team fighting there was just beautiful, spacing out Berserker, not allowing him in.
He's Inspired just the GOAT. It was an insane kick. Yeah, he's really good.
Whatsoever.
This range advantage.
Let's go E team. Yeah, bro. I mean, part of the reason FlyQuest are like, hey, bro, I'm not saying that the reason FlyQuest is good is not because of their EU players, bro. The best two players on their team are the European players. Doesn't change the fact that those are some pretty good European players, bro.
Jojo, but they've already killed him 3 times this game, so they're not even too worried about that. Baron about to drop. C9 have been in a gold lead the entire game, but when the pendulum swings,
All right, that should be game 1 to FlyQuest.
are now the ones calling the shots.
All right, so while we're watching this, just remember that this Quay damage is going to be magnified by a completed death cap after this fight. Ultimate knocks him out of the fight initially, and then they all turn on Whippo, but he survived.
Wow, Berserker kind of misplayed this though.
Yeah, Berserker is just having so much trouble actually getting in and autoing. As soon as he gets a target that he can hit, Whippo starts backing off. The poke starts landing on him. There's Way poke being thrown at him. There's Busio poke being thrown at him. Senna steps forward as well, outranging him there. It's so difficult for him to actually make use of this Rage Blade, stack it up, get something done. FlyQuest just play that out so well, so patient.
Yeah, they played it out really well. I mean, FlyQuest is definitely playing at a higher level than they were playing at last week. Last week they looked kind of bad.
You have the sustain advantage there. Easy to proc it.
This week, not bad.
By the Baron buff from FlyQuest is gonna.
This game 1 has been pretty good.
And then just swap right up to top side where minions are coming down.
And that kick from Inspired was just sick. Through multiple members there, so well placed, disengaging the fight, buying time.
Stun Lee in the end there. It's like he was going through the, was it like just the wall that stunned him? Like he was just knocked off by the wall.
Yeah, it's something with Lee Sin where
it said stunned. I don't know.
Then everyone always just trying to insect people. But when you've got range advantage, peeling and using it straight forward are quite nice. And now FlyQuest rotate right.
I just had a Turkish food today.
Another minion wave at tower.
I had one meal, but I had a big ass meal.
Really built this lead up now as they try to get the engage onto Whippo. He gets himself away for now with the
Hey, they killed him. Busio no flash. Busio no flash.
Now they're gonna jump in for Busio. They'll look for him too.
Kick onto Jojo. Jojo flashes back. Inspired's dead. Pretty big. Damn, they pulled the trigger. Oh man, that was actually really good from Blabber. He just flash art, or no, he just art him and then queued him back. Bro, can they end? They have. I think they should try to end. Maybe. Maybe they can't. Maybe it's just maybe Jensen just uses his Maybe he just uses his carpet. They're gonna try to end. They're gonna try to end. I think they have to though. I think this is smart. I think they have to like literally try to end here, or the game is just unplayable for them. Nah, maybe they can't. Like even if they don't end here, I still think they're in a disadvantage. Because they have 6 grubs, like Hwei, if Hwei didn't flash the Gragas ult, probably they could end, but it's good flash.
Everybody's rotating back over to the minion.
No, I understand why Bobo didn't think that he was gonna die here. Like this, I didn't see the angle either. Like to be honest, felt like that fucking knockback was extra long, and like the Renata ult with the Talia wall. Like I wasn't expecting all that.
Setting up for the hostile takeover from Vulcan, to me, that was really the defining moment of the fight. It makes it so there's no recourse for FlyQuest. You're locked in. You can't go forward into the hostile takeover. You can't escape over the Weaver's wall. That was really well positioned, really well.
Yeah, it's greedy from Bwipo for sure. I mean, that is Bwipo's flaw, right? Sometimes he just overestimates his health bar.
FlyQuest still with a gold.
I mean, it's still winnable for FlyQuest for sure, bro. They still have an advantage in my mind. Like the question here is like Masu has no flash, Jensen has no flash. That's actually kind of big when you're playing versus a comp like C9's comp. So they have to position well. There is a stopwatch on Jensen though. But yeah, I mean, Jojo completed Morello's here, which he shouldn't have done. Like, I mean, they're obviously having to buy healing reduction now because they're playing into Ocean Soul.
So many ways to apply it and so much poke. But if Cloud9 gets it, likewise, hey, could be tough.
An execute for your burst damage seems nice as well. All right, let's see though, because Inspired's going on a long trip into enemy territory. That Lee Sin is trying to get behind mid lane, but the minions are coming up soon.
Yeah, if Inspired can
Jojo has
get
no
an angle,
TP, by the way.
big, but yeah, FlyQuest not going to get that angle they were looking for. Fudge pushed back by the presence of Inspired here, trying to create space for the team. Blabber and Fudge both going forward.
This is not anything.
But it doesn't weave a whole lot.
He's trying to go into Renekton. Renekton is killing him though. You have to help him.
JoJo, and he's looking to solo him out before the rest of the fight even starts.
Renata W.
JoJo is low.
Okay. Blabber's dead.
Is finding some health bars.
Oh, the kick from Inspired.
Blabber's gonna die next, and there goes Vulcan. Berserker will fight for his life here in the jungle, but another severing bolt is gonna take him so close to death's door. Fudge gets jumped on. The bolt gets sidestepped.
Dude, Inspired is so good or what? Okay, actually big.
Coming out from Fudge, but he'll pay for it with his life. Berserker's trying to just thin the waves, do whatever he can. It ain't gonna matter.
Gonna hop her out, bro. Inspired is fucking so insane, dude. Dude, how did he find that angle? Holy fuck. Wait, this is a banger so far. Dude, this game one is delivering. This game is sick. This is like the best NA game we've had in a while.
That was so insanely well done. They knew JoJo had no TP. The only way he joins the team is with the ult. So he drops a pink ward, plays off vision, lays a trap, and
Bobo's smart as fuck for how he played this. And then Inspired is just so crazy for this, bro. Boom. I mean, it looks sick. Actually, he probably didn't need the flash. But whatever, bro. We'll take it.
Elder's under fire. Now it's a send everything
hard.
In there. You know, Blabber
it's hard. Berserker's still dead. They have to try to steal it.
When it gets low,
how is Fly gonna play it?
Well, FlyQuest has to take this pretty slow because they're still waiting on Inspired.
I mean, there's double TP coming in. They both TP. We get, or not both TP, but like the one will TP Berserker can get here.
All right, FlyQuest. Now they've got Inspired. Now they're ready to burn it a little
okay.
bit
It's actually playable. It's actually playable for C9. They haven't lost the game yet.
Still looking from an angle. Blabber has a blast cone ready to fly over the wall if he needs it, but now there's no more blast cone, so he's going to have to use his Vault Breaker. Fudge at about 130.
He's going to kick him out.
On the approach here. There's a Renata ulti over the wall with the Dawning
yeah, they can't. Can't play.
They've got the Elder, and they've got JoJo yet again. Jensen now dominating as FlyQuest continue the chase. Busio's ready to lock them down.
GG.
And Berserker is executed with the power of the
GG. And top, they're already TPing to it.
And FlyQuest are on the victory march.
GG.
Goes up into the top lane just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure this one's all wrapped.
I mean, the game was just like, I mean, they just fought around objectives.
Big man with a barrel standing between FlyQuest and the Nexus.
Lucio Karma was good, yes, for sure.
Intelligent play, so calm through this game.
Damn, bro, now it's a hype series. It's a fucking hype series.
He'll clear out the wave for now. Next wave's coming up. The barrel's cooking. It doesn't cook for long enough. It only gets one little minion.
See the adaptations after this?
Showing up just to guarantee this does not stop here. Inspired, keeping Fudge pushed all the way back.
Sokka could never.
FlyQuest weather the storm and come out on top in game one.
Now, Inspired's Lee Sin didn't have the best scoreline on this team, but was so instrumental in so many of these FlyQuest plays. Yep. Jensen goes deathless in this game, playing the Hui mid, playing around the flash cooldowns. Absolutely impressive.
Holy fuck, it's a fucking banger. All right, I'm gonna play the ads now so we don't get them during game. Use the restroom. Maybe get a coffee. I'm kind of hyped.
In this game of where to position, it's not mechanics. It's plays that you could press the buttons, but you wouldn't think to be in that spot at that time and execute it in that way. When he sneaks around the red buff brush to get JoJo off by that one dragon, when he's lying in wait for the Weaver's wall on a pink, knowing exactly the path that JoJo would have to take, ulting back to the team. Those are two such incredibly high IQ League of Legends plays that it's just beautiful to watch someone straight up outthink their opponents in that way.
And he stole the Drake at 31 HP. I say that kind of jokingly, but it also warped the way that the mid game played out.
Get you a Whippo who can do it all.
Yeah. Absolutely. But before we head back to the lounge, it's time to take a look at our LCS Connected Comms replay, presented by AT&T, voted on by chat.
We're finishing, okay? So you need to watch for King Arson. I'm looking at these guys. I can pull him. Nice. We're good. Play slow, okay?
Look, guys.
Slow, guys. He's not moving.
I'm dead.
Okay. I'm going on Talia here. Talia, it's NPC. Let's fight to fight. Chase. I'm start.
Nash or no? Just let them come in.
Yeah, we should do it.
Okay, go Nash then.
Does Talia have TP?
She does.
Welcome back to the LCS Lounge. We got Dokla here to break down one of the big fights in this game. And Dokla, this was kind of a display of how hard it is for Kalista to team fight in the late game here.
Yeah, I mean, Kalista right now I think is what 3-0, has a 1K bounty on her head, and she's the main character for C9 here. And we're just gonna take a look at in this fight how hard it is for him to play this whole scenario out. So C9 gets a good engage. They're able to hit Renekton, who's split off from the team here, but
so right here, Berserker.
Yeah,
basically
Berserker is just caught between like just so much chaos in this fight, and just want to look at like how hard it is for him to play. Like he's autoing as much as he possibly can, but like the Renekton just won't die. He's too tanky, and Inspired hits a great kick here, gets a 3-man kick. But after this, like Kalista's damage is just gone. There's really nothing to do. They have a Hwei from top here and a Karma here to just chase him.
Yeah, and I like the
choke.
I like the range discrepancy because essentially you're going to see this guy way back here kill the people way down here.
Yeah,
whereas Berserker was free hitting the Renekton and didn't do anything.
Yeah, and at this point the fight's lost. Like Kalista just can't carry this fight anymore. A Mantra Q comes down, hits Kalista, and this just goes to show the team comp difference. Even though C9 had an early game lead, it was just didn't really translate into anything really because the range discrepancy is just too much.
Yeah, it does bring me back to the question we had earlier in the lounge, though, of if C9 is back.
I don't know. Like, if they were back, they would have been able to capitalize on.
Because so we're now here. I'd say game one would be like, probably this would be the data point.
Maybe back, because they had some highlights, like just 2v2 killing, but they needed to like transition that lead into objectives before they're actually back. So they're not there yet. So maybe they, over the course of the specified, they'll figure out the trajectory to get there. But right now they're in the maybe back territory.
Yeah, I mean, question as well for the rest of the lounge.
Hit us.
The early priority that Cloud9 used the Kalista for, because they got multiple solo kills, yet they were down 3 dragons to 0 at one point. They turned it into 6 grubs, but then didn't use the grubs for anything. Do you think that was like a bad choice or just bad execution after they got the 6 grubs?
First Drake they couldn't do anything after because they literally just got the 2v2 kill base and then Inspired just instantly started it with his team coming up. So the tempo couldn't really do much about that. And then that's when they actually just started losing fights around Drake. So it became harder for them for that.
I mean, I'll say JoJo did get caught twice on like crucial moments where if he's in a better position, maybe he's going to be strong enough to like actually be a second carry threat in this game, but it just wasn't the case for majority of the game.
Yeah, there was a second Drake fight that I think was really, really big for FlyQuest, having Bwipo be able to come in and kind of run through the entire team fight. I do also think if you are going to prioritize like Grubs and Herald like that, maybe use your lanes assignments a little bit differently. Really, really try to like shove that advantage, because if you can get all of those tier 1 outers down like super quickly and take over the map, then your setup is just so much better. And Kalista is so great if you are able to set up with her around objectives.
Yeah, I would have liked to see them like swap the lanes around after they had 6 grubs. Just send Kalista to top lane, find a swap timer, and Gragas to bot. Because Gragas can clear the waves against Senna Karma, but it's going to be much harder for Renekton to. And they could have taken tower plates and got a bigger gold lead off that. So I think a bit of a macro error from C9, but let's see how they adapt.
All right, well, Cloud9 has to win 3 of the next 4. They've selected red side for game 2, and Inspired made a big impact in game 1 with the Lee Sin kicks. Let's hear from him on his first split back in the LCS.
This split, if I manage to do well with FlyQuest, I feel like everyone should realize that I'm probably like actually the best player of jungle like in the West, because I managed to have really good result in Europe playing with a rookie team, like it was back then Larsen and Finn when we were rookies. Then I go into EG and I have rookie AD carry and mid laner and I managed to win the split. Then I straight go into FlyQuest and I have rookie bot lane and I still managed to do good. So I feel like it should be clear that why the team is doing good is me.
I'm gonna look to flash and Rumble.
Yeah.
He's going very far up. Wait, look. Watch out.
We got her.
Shit, I was muted. Wait, he was probably correct. That's actually insane that he said that. That is actually such an insane thing to say, but he's probably just right.
The break last summer, I don't really know why it happened. I still really like the team, like especially Jojo. I think we really like playing with each other. But during the offseason, we just got contacted by EG that we are all gonna be dropped, and we'll have to look for a different opportunity, different team. That was really shocking to me, so I just decided to take a split off because I didn't really have any good options. That I felt like if I go to that team, I can actually contest to win the whole LCS.
I wasn't really surprised that he wasn't on the team. I think, how do I say this in the nicest way possible? Yeah, I think some of the people making decisions on rosters are absolutely clueless. So I found it pretty egregious that I wasn't on the team, but the fact that he wasn't is like, whoa, you guys are trolling.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, he literally is like.
The trait that makes Inspired special is that he.
I mean, he's one of the best. If he's not the best Western jungler, he's like the second best Western jungler. At worst, maybe you could argue he's the third best Western jungler.
And usually that's his vision. If players around him are playing poorly, like he's relentless in making sure they actually step up and play well, and he will go through every situation and explain to them what he wants them to do, which is something that, like, this is what you hire coaches for, you know? That's like invaluable, and again, why he's so valuable to every team, and I think why every team that he plays with levels up so much.
Damn.
The break made me realize that I miss playing League so much, so after like 2 months of a break, I already wanted to play a little bit, but I couldn't. I didn't have enough.
He went to Korea. He got like 1300 LP Korean Challenger.
I was a little bit bored, but it made me have way more motivation going into this split and playing again.
Inspired and Jetson have just been combining so well throughout this game.
Look at Freon! He's got Cleanse and he's got Flash still available, but he's hiding this one out. The flash from Inspired to try to condense the stun. Yon flashes backwards, but the resets are pouring in!
I think the only thing that can stop us from winning is C9. C9 is scary because of Jojo. Like, I know, like, I played with him, I kind of made him.
I kind of made him, bro. This guy is so cocky.
The stuff that he learned from me, and he's applying it into his games while still using his talent that he always had. Right now, he seems like a very all-rounded player, and it's really annoying to face him. Having success in these playoffs, I will be able to back up my words, because right now I do believe I'm the best, but I think some people are still hesitating on confirming that, so if I win, everyone will have no doubt.
I mean, I think he's the best. I tweeted this shit out. I tweeted this shit out last week, 2 weeks ago,
Red Bull gives you
3 weeks ago. I was like, it's probably just an MVP split for Inspired. Like, I think he's just the best player in the region. That's what I think. His decision making is just pretty much perfect, bro. It's just pretty much perfect.
Movement that inspires.
Like, it's the closest you'll find to perfect.
where
I don't know.
the
It's
Kalista
been
would
doing
go,
shit,
if they
bro.
would let Masu have that on red side. The answer is no. They've taken out Kalista, Hwei, and then Jensen's Orianna.
Yeah, and just the quote on the screen from Fudge just talking about how it's just really difficult to, you know, pick against, or blind pick in general versus Bwipo, so.
Yeah,
Who you spent more time with on this trip, your girlfriend or Gilius?
On red, but,
yeah.
It depends if you're talking about like,
I mean, okay,
is it spending time when I'm sleeping?
It's like just start the game at 15 minutes and then maybe something might happen.
Is that spending
Having an
time?
Existential crisis about how the Renekton Gragas top lane matchup plays out past 12 minutes. You're like, what's the point of even trading?
Yeah, just start proxying and have some fun. I don't know.
Right off the bat, though, the Kalista was banned by Cloud9.
If so,
That
then
is
Gilius
something
for
we
sure.
were pretty sure Masu was going to lock if it was up for first pick, but the Varus has gone through this draft, so we have the current Varus-Senna trade.
Yeah, and I will say this about a Senna draft for C9. I think one of my favorite drafts from them, and when they looked so back, was
Are you sleeping with
that
Gilius?
kind of Nidalee Renekton
Why else, bro?
topside, or just basically anything that does allow them to play around top side.
All right, so we got fucking Varus, Senna, and Nautilus.
Usually playing around top lane, or when I think of Fudge and Blabber together, I do think of that first season they kind of spent together. As we see the Nautilus locked in alongside Senna, and there are just so many different things you can bring to a Senna composition.
Yeah, fully expecting this one to be fasting Senna and just a big fat Nautilus. Any questions around Berserker?
Okay, they're denying the Senna. I feel like Senna's gonna be super high prio this series.
Actually had a really high.
What does Jensen play here? Do they just play? I guess they just play Karma mid, yeah.
Nice to see what C9 tends to pair with this. Usually, I mean,
Last time Jensen played Karma, like it was not one of his good picks. So
on 3 or something,
I think this is a better draft from C9 so far.
Set up for a carry jungle.
Okay, so they show the flex on Karma going to mid. So
I think you just pick mid here yourselves, right?
Lane here for C9, but
What does JoJo want to play mid though? Because like all the mid laners are out.
3 ball comp for FlyQuest.
There's like 4 mid lane bans plus I guess a TF ban, which is not really a mid lane ban. Plus Karma is taken away.
It's interesting though.
And Azir is out.
Has a lot going with this Karma.
Oh shit.
That's
okay.
That's aggression right there from JoJo.
One of the picks we were looking at this morning.
Yeah, Chovy played it. I mean, I think JoJo would. This is a very JoJo style champion, right? Like we have seen him. Like after the Azir global ban, we were like, what is he gonna play to help out C9? And his first game was on Yone, so it's not totally a Chovy thing. That is funny though that it lined up in there.
Yeah.
I mean, this lane is pretty neutral. I mean, the lethal tempo nerfs don't really impact this lane because you're not necessarily fighting in the lane anyways. So once you get level, what, like 7 or between 7 or 9 somewhere, the breakpoint is like lethal tempo is actually a buff. So kind of suits well for how the Yon wants to play into the Karma lane. So I would say it's a pretty good lane and gives them the damage that they need because a mage for mid for C9 would not. I don't think he'd have enough damage in the team comp, so it sets him up pretty well.
Trying to think about what 4 pick would be. Gut feel, of course, it looks like it would be jungle.
Yeah.
Lee Sin had a pretty big impact from FlyQuest side. Inspired did really well in it, and it's actually just been taking over playoffs as a pick in general.
Yeah. I mean, Viego could pair well. Any bruiser like Xin Zhao could do well too. So, okay, they double ban for top, which.
I mean, I don't think it's necessarily a double ban for top. I think the Jax might be just a ban so you can pick Xin Zhao. It's what it kind of looks like.
Any chance they're holding that Yone as a flex?
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was gonna ask. Is do you think they'd flex at top?
I'm trying to think of like any potential good lanes right now, and it's just hard to. Like you can scale, but
you've played some Yone top in your day.
Yeah, I don't think you have necessarily any like winning lanes outright, so I wouldn't.
Outside of like
going top.
Outside of like
Juani, okay.
That's the one that.
Yeah.
Is it just gonna be Gragas again then?
I mean, that's kind of what I expect the blind to
For Fudge, like what is he gonna play? Maybe he plays Udyr in a game like this, but Udyr's not bad. I mean, I guess you could take like a tank like Montracuse and stuff.
A lot of range. They definitely need a tank. So I could also see them just blind picking Gragas, although having.
What is Bwipo gonna play? Hey, Xin. Xin is not the best here, to be honest.
I mean, I'm actually really curious to see what Fudge counterpicks with. They can have such a strong top side with Yon Sejuani and another melee in the top lane, especially if they get to counterpick the matchup.
Yeah.
I think it's like
something like a Gwen could be really
Aatrox Udyr maybe.
Depending on what the lane might be.
Gwen. I just don't see Gwen win, bro. I don't really like Gwen, but Gwen actually would not be bad here. Gwen can definitely play into like Varus, Karma, Renata, but I just don't see a lot of good stuff from Gwen's, bro.
But with Gragas, I think most people default to Aatrox, and I think this lane is relatively neutral. Like, sure, Aatrox can have some pressure, but Gragas...
I think Fudge goes Aatrox, yeah.
Like, level 7, just kind of
I
neutral.
mean, what else would he go?
In my opinion.
Like, Udyr is not great into Gragas.
I'm expecting an Aatrox, but if he has something else, then I'd be excited.
Gragas is such a good pick on 5, right? You're going out like just
Rumble?
Yone in the comp.
Yeah. I mean, Rumble makes sense here. They do need
I guess it's okay. I guess it's okay.
You don't necessarily want to pick Gwen into
Yeah, Rumble
Gragas.
is fine.
It's kind of a counter lane. So, kind of fits out what C9 needs here.
Okay. Emily, which side do you like more?
I actually really like FlyQuest comp. I think they'll be able to pilot really well. I really like when Xin in particular has an enchanter on his side because you already have all of these moments where he like pops ult and he suddenly becomes like unkillable.
Yeah, he can
and with
really
a
go to the
Karma
arena,
behind him, they have a lot of range. When C9 are going into them, they have responses with both the Gragas and the Renata. So I actually really, really like this comp that Fly has put together.
Sounds good. Looking forward to an exciting game 2. Flowers, Kobe, Azale, take it away.
Thank you very much, everybody, and welcome back. It's time for our second episode of this series, man. Game number 1
TV show.
wasn't exciting. Yeah, I'm down for this series. Sometimes the first episode
Will
of
the
show,
sequel be as good as the original, Kobe?
yeah, sometimes the pilot's not great, but this one was.
I think the sequel will be because Cloud9 are running back. They're like, you know what? Hard engage. Let's go harder. We must go more
Harder engage, why not?
They have guaranteed like Nautilus and Sejuani and a Yone with 2 champions that have really good AoE ults that go over the top. I think that's a key. It's like this is actually way easier to pull off because Rumble Ultimate and Senna Ultimate, the range is insane, and so you just
Rumble for no hands,
one of these
Ibrahim.
things to connect from Blabber,
Yeah, maybe.
Jojo, or Vulcan,
Oh,
and then
tell
you've
me we
got
didn't get the
so
Kit
much
Kat
layer
pause.
damage over top.
Don't give me a
that,
Kit
I
Kat
definitely
pause.
expect them to get more beneficial fights for themselves than we saw in the last one. Also, the like range discrepancy isn't as crazy for FlyQuest. They do have the Renata on their side now, though, which is a pretty big like AoE that you have to avoid when you're charging into. But I definitely think we're gonna also get spicier Cloud9 early. Like Blabber is playing Sejuani with double solo laners who can help proc your stun.
All right, as we are currently stuck in a pause, let's go ahead and toss things down to Raz, who's standing by for an interview with C9 coach Mithy.
Perfect timing, honestly. Thank you for taking the interview. First question from my side. You guys had a crazy early game start, but you weren't able to translate it. What went wrong in that last game, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think we, like because we killed them bot, they got a few dragons. I think we could have planned better to give a few less. And then it just came down to fights, and I just think they had the better end of us in the fights. So we just talked about how we can be more connected, more decisive moving forward.
Whose draft better? I mean, I like C9's draft here. Like, you have to play around Renata, which is annoying, but I think that for C9, their draft is better. I think that Jensen, not on like a carry mage pick, makes him a lot less effective. Generally what I think.
The comp that you guys just picked up.
Well, I think our fighting should be a bit more straightforward this game, which will help, developing into the series. And then we are red side, so those are the 2 adaptations. So, yeah.
Perfect. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot, and we're sending this one straight back to the casters.
Okay, Blabber doesn't know.
Alrighty, thank you very much, gentlemen, and welcome back.
Moves
everyone.
back.
We are unpaused, we are locked in, and we are ready to go.
He's not at C9, he's better coach.
Game.
Yeah, Mithy had some really bad drafts earlier.
Is the, what's the secret sauce here for Cloud9?
Flowers, we gotta jump on.
It's getting straight invaded or what?
All right,
they're getting out of control. This is every jungler's pet peeve. Bwipo, he body slams over. He gets the ward behind on red. Blabber, pretty smart rotation. He moves his Sejuani down to the other side of the map.
They gonna leash for him or no?
The plague of top laners invading junglers for level 1s.
I guess they don't want to. They don't want to show his starting point, but like they actually do know his starting point anyway.
Uses extra mobility. He knows that we're starting on blue.
That's it. Do we get a W start from Vulcan or what?
Is on the other side now, and Vulcan can't really hook in here, so you kind of just have to take it, which is rough. You can see Busio starting with the Guardian, so he's happy to take an early.
Look at that movement on the wall.
Oh, Vulcan.
Hey, hook.
Dredge line there. He and Berserker now backing up versus that double range that we're talking about.
So when we had
Did he cancel an auto there?
About some of these matchups where you are playing, you know, a farming melee champion like the Nautilus into some of these difficult double range matchups. And in his opinion, a lot of times you actually just had to kind of choose a moment to basically just hook in, trade out your health bar, you know, get a good trade, and then just TP back and try to play the lane from parity from there. So we'll see how they do want to play it out, because it can be very difficult when they're stacking the wave on
Drake, well, I'd take it. Bro, I just checked to make sure my timer was on, but forgot that I'm actually able to co-stream this. Shout out LEC.
Choose which minions he actually goes for and how much help he's willing to trade for those minions, because this wave is huge and he needs to get some of it.
And if we remember back to the previous game, it was around level 3 or 4, I think, when Berserker and Vulcan were getting those isolated kills down here in the bottom lane.
They're just going to give it to him. I think this is a little bit surprising. I mean, so
yeah, they just catch the wave. They're chilling.
So they are playing a little bit.
Surprised Vulcan didn't start support item as well and then sell it on first base. Oh wait, never mind. That would just be mentally ill.
Under turret whatsoever.
Probably shouldn't do that at all.
Potentially that you could lock Vulcan into a longer lane with more combat power, but because he has a TP, I don't think they're going to get too much from that. So a little bit more of the kind of passive style there from
Having to dom wide. I don't know. It got deleted somehow.
But does give a lot of breathing room there to Vulcan, where I think he would have been in tough to get much of that farm.
I also want to talk about some of the biggest changes in this game compared to
Such a joke, bro. I can't believe Zoelis actually did that.
Obviously,
He better come out and just ratio me and just fucking give me some knowledge that I don't have. Please. Let me know.
Later, but Jensen on the Karma here into the Yone matchup has gone.
Johnny is faster, more tempo right now. Does he just go a straight Kindle Gem? Yep. Kindle Gem tech.
Landing all those comments are pretty easy with Karma into Yone.
Yeah, I know Inspired can be here. Vulcan has CP. It's not the end of the world. Oh, he just... Is he dead? Oh, he's alive. I mean, that is actually pretty fucking decent for him, because now he just gets the TP back. It's kind of ill, but it's pretty decent as well. I think you just stopped him from crashing the wave here.
Now going to be in a decent spot. Blabber is going to arrive as well to try to cover. That was very nearly first.
Yeah, they just chill here. They chill here. Berserker just bases.
Drink your potions, kids.
Thing is, like, I wonder if they fake base, cancel, and then push it again. It looks like they're not doing it. They can fake base, wait for Berserker to crash, or Berserker to base, and then crash the wave themselves. It's a possibility.
Make you remember it by showing you the replay.
Yeah. All right, I guess we'll remember one more time here. But the good handshake pulled him back into range and almost got it.
Jesus.
That is crazy close. And that W is, yeah. If he W flashes, he gets him for sure. But the question is,
W flash. I mean, that would be so mental from Inspired. I mean, I guess it would be the right play, but it'd be fucking crazy.
So that one's a tough one to call, but that was so close.
Exactly. It's so close that I can't really fault him and say, oh yeah, you should have flashed for that.
No. And in a lot of those situations, it's not like you can calculate the ignite perfectly. I probably would have thought he was going to die to the ignite. You know?
Any mid laners know if the match was supposed to look like that? Yeah, I mean, it should be mega Karma favored early.
Definitely a bit unfortunate, and it does mean that
it's just that, like, once you get items and like levels with Yone, it's hard for the Karma to peel the Yone later. So at the beginning of the matchup is a door and shield, just try to lose the minimum.
Extra benefit of playing.
I think the matchup is fine.
Center on bottom side, just roams up to the grubs, grab some souls with the rest of the team, get the objective.
Okay, get the void grubs. It's really good for them.
You know, they're looking for Blabber especially.
And Crowny got bodies on Twitter.
And if that would have gone through,
what happened?
If there would have been that last little tick of damage to kill him off, it would have been around the same time as game number 1, where we saw the bottom lane kills happening. Now Vulcan's in some trouble yet again, as he finds himself alone against the power of Varus and Renata, but he's tanky enough to get back away to the safety of the turret, but he's got to go home yet again.
I like that, though. You know, he's walking towards the upper wall, and so they're trying
bodied
to
on Twitter. Wait, what happened?
Opens up himself a hook angle to the side wall and is able to, in the end, walk
They're forcing this. I guess Vulcan is low. I guess you can give, yeah. Sejuani's not level 6. Yeah, I guess you just give. You don't really want to fight directly into the Varus here. Just let them have it. He gets crab as well. I mean, Fudge is walking down, but it's too late. He won't make it in time. Easy 2-0. I don't think this is that easy of a 2-0. C9 gets really strong around, like, second, third Drake. C9 becomes really, really strong.
The early Drake for FlyQuest Things pretty reminiscent.
It's like very easy for them to engage. Like Nautilus ult, you just send like Rumble, Yone on top. It's pretty hard to play into that.
Taking the Scorch, looking to just be an absolute menace in the lane, but it hasn't slowed down JoJo's farming.
Yeah, I mean, JoJo probably has second wind, right? So I feel like that's always kind of the answer to these types of things. So, you know, he's 325 healing from that. The Scorcher's done 200 damage. Second wing D-Shield is really strong in these matchups. It's like basically every single person takes it in melee versus range. And it is just about surviving and stabilizing. Because once you get to a certain point, Yone can push these waves out very quickly.
Yeah, and a lot of the priority that Jensen had from his aggressive play was in the early levels. Now that you've got level 6.
4 melees against Zin is also strong. Yeah, Zin doesn't have a lot of value in this game.
As JoJo goes for some E-trades here, which are very dangerous, especially now Sejuani also has ultimate. Like that CC is immense, so you have to be a little bit more tempered with some of your harassment in the mid lane.
Nice timing on the soul inbound as well. You know, he goes in.
And Fudge knows that he's probably top.
Then snaps back, getting maximum damage out with his E, and still being able to immune that. But obviously the monster Q there, set up by the tether, is always going to be nice little bit of trading.
No grubs for another 90 seconds, but Blabber is heading into the enemy jungle on this top side of the map. He'll find Inspired here in just a moment, and he
Blabber actually got it.
Time to steal away the blue. Nicely done there.
Just a bit of
Wait, it was just the W. Yeah, Inspired smited and Blabber got it. That's actually really big for Blabber.
Very nice here from Blabber. Levels up his jungle.
Look at that Karma chant. Oh, Karma's broken.
And you always get the
Thank God they nerfed it though.
Enemy jungler.
Yes,
nice. Very important. Living inside their head. Honestly, it's just like a Kindle Gem rush here anyways into Knight's Vow. So Blabber probably gonna Knight's Vow up JoJo here, make that Sejuani Yone duo even more fearsome in the early game, and look for those skirmishes. Those are two champs that, you know, they have no problem staying inside Xin Zhao's ultimate, inside that range. So it does make it a little bit more difficult for you.
So up here in the top,
Why does it matter? I mean, it will give him level 7 before the objective, but maybe he can also dive top after this. Hold on, let's see.
Of a lead built up over this Gragas. Bwipo stuck underneath the turret. Mana very pressured, and now Blabber's coming around from the side. He will walk over this ward, so Bwipo knows that this is a possibility.
Blabber has to go first.
Budget about half HP. Okay, they just immediately
they shouldn't go for it. That's good enough, honestly.
Done there, getting rid of the threat. Meanwhile, back
Busio flash forward here.
Vulcan fighting back. Nice dredge line on Busio. Dawning shadow over the top.
Oh,
Busio's about to pop. They won't get him just
Zerger's dead.
Wind becomes lightning, and there's Inspired showing up to make the difference.
Okay. They get grubs here though.
But Berserker has already dropped, and FlyQuest for the first one for the board.
First blood FlyQuest, but C9 gets grubs. I mean, C9's in fine spot in this game still. Good for Inspired to get that kill, but it's still fine for Blabber.
Bottom side and a first blood kill at that. Also, look at his path. Minimap right now, you saw him use the blast cone over the back of the dragon wall. So Inspired avoids all of this vision on bottom side.
The cleanse was late from Berserker, I think, no? Or did he cleanse? Or maybe he cleansed. No, he cleansed something else. Never mind.
Just because of that
Cleanse the Verisol.
That's the only way that Xin can get in there behind them. And this time around, he flashes the W to make sure it connects.
Yeah, nicely done there. And you could also
Starflight was 3-0. No, I think that C9's gonna win this game, to be honest.
But he's taking so much of the damage, and the Sen is hitting him.
It's so hard for FlyQuest to play later on, bro. It's so hard for, like, the thing is, if their backline gets dove, it's very easy for C9 to dive the backline, and if the backline gets dove and dies, it's very hard for the front line to carry a fight. It's very hard for, like, Xin and Gragas to carry a fight here. I think C9 has them out-comped.
Bottom lane there, because top of river was warded, Tribush was warded. They're like, we are good, right? No way.
Dr. Duck, yep.
Mobile Xin Zhao is getting behind here.
He is going to diagnose them when they lose.
Where the blast gun was.
Don't let him do it again. Well, you know that thing was just you, so it's dead now, but we'll look for the next one.
Just in case. Those blast plants, they're sneaky.
They figured it out.
No flash from Inspired, yeah. Blabber was looking. Well, that's 6 grubs, pretty nice here. I think it's also really nice to have 6 grubs because there shouldn't be an answer for Yone on side later.
Still just hanging around, making sure that Inspired doesn't try any repeat business.
Karma is broken. I mean, Karma is broken, but here C9's not going to play like the Karma game. They're not going to, like, let Karma sit there and fucking poke. Their whole idea is going to be, like, second that enemy team steps up on the screen, Nautilus ult, Yone ult on top, Rumble ult on top, like Sejuani Q ult, and just dive.
Fudge gets hit by the ulti there. He could potentially be in a lot of trouble. And going to be able to narrowly avoid that. Has taken the bad end of some trades here.
But was really trying to force the TP. He's going to get it here.
Just uses the equalizer on the wave. It is going to be a catalyst here. So it's going to be a
D9 gets Drake.
All right, little adjustment here. You heard Mithy in the interview.
Kind of big to get Drake here.
We needed to get more of these early dragons, so we gave up way too many. They again this game got their 6 scrubs, but have a much easier time picking up the dragon because.
I mean, I just think that the C9 comp makes more sense, right? You have 4 people diving, Senna ult on top, and it's very hard for FlyQuest to peel. Like, all they have is Renata ult to try to counterplay it and Gragas ult. And a lot of like the stuff is not Gragas ultable.
Fudge was going to be arriving back to the lane so that the barrel was completely cooked on maximum damage for that instant greeting. Hello, welcome back.
Yeah. And the teleports always arrive between where you're teleporting and your fountain, so you can always aim it easily.
No equalizer, so Berserker's trying to hustle up here and potentially defend a dive. Fudge knows that it could be coming in, so he is backing off.
All right, Masu will be the only one auto-attacking the turret for now. Would like
You saying the word comp?
Can.
Can you explain what it means? I'm only on season 2 of League. Bro, Seven's current. Why do you like baiting everyone all the time? That's OG League bets, by the way, that just baited the entire chat.
So Cloud9 are going to go double Night's Vow. It's likely going to be on both JoJo and Berserker. Could be on Fudge as well. But this does mean individually he will be less tanky. And it can be, you know, one of the big strengths of this is that you kind of get the super tank Nautilus as we've seen in some of these previous games.
Yeah, I mean, this item is just so efficient right now. Really good early source of cooldown reduction for tank items, where a lot of tank items got cooldown reduction kind of taken out of them, or at least reduced. But Knight's Vow also got the change this season compared to last season, where it is no longer the pre-mitigation damage, and you do get the you do take less from your connection. Plus, you get that that extra healing from them if your carry is doing enough damage.
It's definitely valuable, and I'm kind of curious on your take on this. You know, I generally build it.
Can I find the Nuke Duck clip? Is it on your channel? I deleted it. But you can do this here. You can do ! C word, and I got one on Twitch, but I deleted it because like he was getting in trouble for it.
Poor Senna, I don't really want to vow the Rumble, so that's why.
I'll vow Rumble. I'll take the one. You can have the
prince, I get the king.
Yeah, I'll get the.
I mean, double Knight's Vow. It's fine. Yeah, one on Senna, one on Yone. Dude, Knight's Vow, putting Knight's Vow on a top laner early is actually fucking broken, by the way. Like, I build Knight's Vow quite a bit now. Or, like, I have built Knight's Vow quite a bit. Especially when I was playing, like, Volibear and stuff. It's actually broken to Knight's Vow a top laner early on in the game. It's so broken. Like, it doesn't matter. Even if it's, like, a Renekton or something. It doesn't need to be like, oh, man, I'm reducing so much damage and this guy is so squishy. It is so broken to put it on a target that is going to be able to heal you a bunch and you're going to be able to, like, allow them to carry harder.
Single kill in this first 15 minutes of gameplay. This one is not very fast-paced. Both teams seem to be pretty comfortable just letting things.
Jesus, 2 Knight's Vows. I mean, Knight's Vow is broken. It's just a broken item. And, like, this is not a game where Frozen Heart has giga value. So it's probably like a Knight's Vow into, it's a Knight's Vow into maybe Abyssal for Blabber. He could go Rukern as well. But he might go Abyssal for, like, kind of earlier spike. Helps out Rumble as well.
But FlyQuest has just been so good at not really opening themselves up to it. Like when you
all right, Drake in 150.
Double melee soul lanes, you want to be fighting, but
43 stacks on Senate. Yeah, he doesn't have that much.
One of the big benefits that
it's been not super easy for him to stack. He's not. The thing is, he's playing versus range champ, so he's not getting free stacks off them in lane. And he didn't like roam around and follow around Blabber.
Always been clear when we get the listen in, and seems like the in-game direction never feels panicked. So. Definitely a benefit here with combining.
They're going topside to try to let JoJo pressure this turret. I'm surprised JoJo went crack in this game. I guess it's fine.
They really like to pick on JoJo.
I just like. I wonder if it's not just better to go either the Bork. Well, I mean the Bork angle I think is decent, but I think also just like shield bow IE could be really nice, but it's probably just cracking IE, I guess. 6 scrubs once again. They can also play into bot turret if they want.
I'm taking a look. Okay. Yeah.
Ooh, he's going top.
More than 21. Still ticking. They got a lot more hits.
Almost 200.
They got a lot more hits this time. Wow. Even the Void Mites have improved for Cloud9 in game number 2 of the series.
The sequel. The AI has improved.
I heard one person in the crowd kind of cheer for Void Mites, but then it sounded like they were embarrassed because nobody else was.
The one Void Mite enjoyer.
I mean, C9 should be giga strong for this fight. They should fight this 100%, by the way. This is such a good fight for them.
I actually think they're cute.
The only thing is that Karma spiked on this timing, but like everyone else is kind of weak.
Jumping potatoes.
Yeah, that's goofy, man. I like that. Now, three-man stand.
Blabber is
Inspired jumps in,
waiting.
right back out.
This is like their weakest three. This is the weakest part of their comp right now.
Now they're worried about this. Dredge line to get himself away. Blabber's here on the front line. Sejuani ain't worried about getting bursted here.
I mean, they use Verisult. Vulcan has no TP. They might have to give Drake now. I mean, the Drake doesn't matter too much. It's not like C9 gets outscaled this game. I actually think they outscale. But yeah.
He's not afraid at all. Vulcan has to flash out. Blabber's getting pumped as well.
I mean, if they include Rumble and Yone in this fight as a 5v5, it's so much better for them.
Fire is one of the best AD carries in the game at shredding these tanks. You can absolutely obliterate them, and he has the Karma. He has this Renata who has a locket completed now as well.
Yeah.
Grubs count 6-0.
Need JoJo with his Kraken Slayer here, whacking away, stacking up his lethal tempo. Other than that, it's gonna have to be the.
Varus will fuck them late. No, I don't think Varus fucks them late. I think
Rumble is and
I think in this game the Varus is like it's very hard to play Varus. You get Nautilus ult on your face. You get Rumble ult on your fucking face.
And how, hey, yeah, this thing does have
Like,
a really high DPS
yeah,
potential,
Yone just starts murdering you.
sure that it's properly protected and facilitated.
Pretty hard, bro.
Because we're talking about the guy who's the young player, the rookie, the
Working
new
guys
dude
late. I
on
don't
this
think Karma
squad.
carries
These
that
guys
hard
have been
late here
talking
now.
about how much game knowledge and just general
Like, it depends on how late we're talking. I mean, if we're talking like six items, then maybe like Varus and Karma do something. But I'm thinking more like 2-3 items. Like Yone's got IE +1, or Yone just has IE. Masu's got his Ginsu's, whatever. Rumble's got one more as well. He's got like Shadow Flame or something. I think that's where the game really explodes. And really what matters in League is like how strong you are on 2 or 3 items. Like 4 or 5, 6 items, like doesn't matter, bro. If you're weaker on 2, 3 items, you don't get 4 or 5 or 6 items.
That have really put faith in these young players to be able to get things done.
By the way, Fudge could have completely murdered Busio there. He just knew he was on the weak side of the map. He's like, okay, I'm just trained not to die here.
Successful for them throughout the year, and FlyQuest is similar to that.
All right,
Vulcan has no flash here. This should be a fight. All right, let's see it. This is not a good fight for C9, I don't think. Not a good fight for C9. Vulcan is dead. And this is just a fight that like C9 was choosing, but like JoJo didn't have an easy place to, like an easy way to get into this fight. Fudge wasn't here until like later.
Let's start it up. JoJo does eventually arrive.
Wait, she ate some or no? It was just open?
It just doesn't matter.
Okay.
Trying to flash away from this one.
Oh, Inspired's onto Berserker. Does he kill? And everyone ends up living. Jesus Christ. Mantra Q? Oh my god, the Mantra Q. Oh! Okay, Fudge. You live? Nope, doesn't. This got kind of messy here.
It's a 4-1 game for FlyQuest.
Dude, Jensen still deathless. 2-0 on the Karma now. Flashing forward with these big Qs as FlyQuest chased Cloud9 across the map. They had already sent JoJo.
JoJo is super strong right now.
To go push the wave, and so JoJo was split pushing during that. And then the rest of Cloud9 decides to go for a pick themselves. Look at the
Vulcan needs to be more disciplined and set him up, bro. Set him up for a good fight. Stop trying to make fights happen around Blabber. The 3v3 is the weakest part, like I said, of their comp. The strong part is when they incorporate the Yone and the Rumble. They need to do that.
Completely outnumbered as they chase through. Inspired goes down river, but Jensen, he's like, I'll tank the turret, goes in with the big Q, able to get it. Of course, Fudge is able in the end to burn down the counter kill, but it's still going to be +1 here for the side of FlyQuest as they get the 2-for-1. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, that's me. Whippo on that Gragas, trying to always look for these angles, always look for these engages. Last time around, we saw the.
What I got? What did I get? I have Korean food, Korean chicken, bulgogi on potatoes. Boom.
Second instead, playing more of that frontline role. Yeah, you're not going to have the infinite scaling power and the mana spamming, but you're slowing down the attack speed from Yone. You've got the extra armor to survive the damage from him in the Senna. You can just throw yourself in there.
So I got an update from production. They did a poll in chat to ask chat if they also think Void Mites are cute or if they're ugly. 72% think they're cute. I think that's a dub.
C9 looks so bad. I don't think C9 looked that bad, bro. I think in game 1 they actually played pretty well, but they lost. C9, like FlyQuest just played a little bit better. I think in this game,
The one guy in the audience
like, they just haven't fought around their conditions yet.
Reigns supreme as FlyQuest is still only 200 gold ahead of C9 in this game despite leading by 3 kills.
But it's just starting to feel a little bit reminiscent of last game where they're controlling the fights, where you're having trouble seeing exactly how FlyQuest is going to lose these fights. I mean, it has to be about JoJo, but there's so many ways to shut him down.
We already got the fight starting off. JoJo's locked out. He's nearly killed here at the very, very start. Jensen shuts him down.
JoJo just got one shot. What the hell? Whippo injured though.
Whippo's about to burn.
He's dead, right?
Trying to get away over the top of the equalizer.
Oh my God, Vulcan.
They can't get Whippo. He's too damn wide. FlyQuest getting 2 for nothing.
The bailout plays always feel so good. He got hooked back in.
Goes up in 20. Are they giving? They're giving Baron? That's crazy.
After those, they're just going to go pick up Baron. They do sacrifice
well,
one
JoJo ran it.
Cloud9, but it would just be Cloud9's second dragon. It is just a single Cloud Drake. And them having the Baron, their push is going to be so difficult for Cloud9 to deal with. Look at Cloud9's comp. Where's the wave clear, boys?
There's nothing. Nothing at all.
Donate sword.
Why don't you cook some food for yourself? Because I've been streaming and I'm going to end up streaming like 8 hours. And then I streamed like 4 or 5 hours this morning. 3 or 4 hours. I forgot how long the stream was. So generally, if you're like streaming for like 12 hours, you don't want to spend like the extra time cooking. More efficient to just order food.
And then this hook in, a bit unfortunate is I think they were going to get the kill regardless. Vulcan didn't realize it though, so he hooks in and unfortunately gives him the bailout.
Oh, Vulcan just griefed it completely.
You can see the frustration compared with
yeah, Vulcan just saved him.
Excitement on the other side.
I specifically love, never mind, we might get a chase down here. I specifically love in that play, Inspired not auto-attacking JoJo, not getting the challenge on JoJo, even though the Yone just engaged on him. He waits it out, and then he uses his Xin ult to get the little baby bump backward. And Yone, one of the most annoying champions to catch with the Soul Unbound. They're able to kill
has the TP out because Xin is collapsing on him.
It's a mistake that a lot of Xin Zhao players sometimes do make, accidentally getting that challenge on, but really heads up play from him and the rest of FlyQuest. And now with the siege, you're just gonna 4-1 split push. Jensen
Berserker
out top while the rest of the team slowly whittles away at mid.
Yeah, Whippo not afraid to be
Whippo's like so tanky right now. What the fuck is that? I think he was trying to hit Whippo.
Again, if JoJo's not ready to immediately snap in and follow it up, you're not going to kill anybody.
But even if he is, I just don't see how you win the fights. It's Renata Karma. You hit the ulti even on Masu. You have JoJo go over the top. He gets bailed out. Hostile takeover comes. There's an
oh,
hold on. We already got a
oh, JoJo's just one shot. Wait, Whippo is actually nuts.
Jensen is the one burying him yet again. 4-0-2.
Oh, Berserker is getting flashed on. It can end, bro. Maybe not.
Berserker right next to him, and they're still going forward. Inspired gets back out of the Turbid aggro. Whippo's gonna be the tank.
It can maybe end. Dude, JoJo is just getting one shot, but he's like the problem is that they're not engaging properly. Like they don't have Vulcan ulting first, and like Blabber coming from an angle and actually taking any damage. It's just JoJo like going in and just dying. He's just getting CC'd in one shot.
Are still pushing the enemy base with Baron for the next 30 seconds. C9 trying to scramble to defend here in this 3v5.
Okay, they're doing it. They're doing it. They end.
40% HP, completely zoned away by the inner flames as Blabber tries to just clear out some of the waves, but now he has to flash out to avoid.
Hey, Berserker's here. JoJo's here. JoJo has ult. Don't think they can end here. Maybe they can, bro. Maybe JoJo's just useless, bro. Maybe Yone is just over nerfed and garbage. What the fuck? Oh my God.
Masu picks up the kill, and FlyQuest are again in an advantage. 5
Big, bro. I mean, I don't know. FlyQuest is just outplaying them. I don't think anyone expected this. Pretty insane, pretty insane.
Holy, FlyQuest absolutely.
So what is the adaptation then? What is the adaptation?
This series 2-0 the start. This,
I gotta say, man,
this is impressive.
So impressive, and the drafts I think from FlyQuest have been really intelligent.
C9 aren't going to lose to TL? Probably not. I mean, I don't think even like C9 played this game kind of bad, but game 1 they didn't play that bad. FlyQuest is just playing like the best series they've played. The best games they've played maybe as a team.
Get anything done, and there's so many answers to him when he does go in. Even if you zero someone out, the bailout, the handshake, all the CC, and he gets burst down.
He got bounced around by Gragas ultimate into handshake into absolute destruction.
They only got 2 kills as a team that game, but the 2 kills they got, JoJo wasn't involved. He ends game 2 0-3 and 0 on this Yone that was supposed to be the.
Yeah, Master was playing way better than he did in the first series.
But game number 2 is all wrapped up now. Reminder, tickets for LCS.
JoJo hasn't been playing that well though.
Immediately. But if you want to attend, we still got some good news. We've opened up additional seating to watch in the outdoor fan fest zone alongside Sneaky and Meteos. There's only a few of these left though, so scan that QR code to get yours before they sell out. Now we're going to head on over to the LCS lounge to break down this series where FlyQuest is on match point.
Welcome back to the lounge.
Yeah, 2-0.
I feel pretty vindicated in my. You know when you like strongly.
Again, no one was doubting your point.
I know. I was doubting it. Whenever I strongly defend a draft and then it loses, I'm like, I feel like I was right. This draft, I was right. As we kick off our highlight package here.
Yeah, I mean, so this is what I was afraid of for Cloud9 after their whole regular season and the way they beat 100 Thieves, because I haven't seen Cloud9 like win a close game well. And unless they're blowing the other team out in lane, they don't seem cohesive enough to generate victory.
I want to pause and actually go through that play again just to point out one thing that casters called out from the very beginning, which was that Inspired played with vision really well. We talk about how junglers can play with vision, but he basically takes a path that avoids all this giant block of wards here. So if you're wondering like why C9 thought that they were like safe as we play through the rest of it, we can speed through it since we've already seen it, but since you wonder like why they were playing so aggressively, it's because they thought they were completely covered.
Dokla, I want to ask your a question to you about this comp, because Jat, you made the point about like being able to win a close game. I felt like this comp was just really tough to play for if you're C9.
Yeah, I mean, I think just the biggest thing for me is just a Renata pick into Nautilus. It kind of shuts down everything that C9 wants to do. Like they want to dive in, and Renata just completely disables that from happening. And they have a lot of immediate CC, so it's hard for JoJo to really do damage because he has a Varus ult to think about, Gragas E, and a Renata Q, and a Renata ult. So it's really hard for him to get his damage off, even though he was really fed just by farming. But just this fight is like, so he goes in, and then he's just Renata Q into...
Dude, is it a comeback? Or is it just a dry 3-0? What do you guys think?
He just can't play the game, and the rest of the team just doesn't have the damage.
That was without Gragas ulti too.
Yeah.
What would make this comp way easier to play for Cloud9?
I mean, this isn't even that dry of a 3-0, to be honest.
At this point.
Yeah, actually.
Because that's what happened when they
just
played
had 6
100
items,
They
he
just
could
won
have
every
just
early
killed
game by
them all
4K.
there.
This Renata Gragas combo is, yeah.
It's nasty.
I mean, it stuffs every single thing that C9 wants to do, and then again, like
Yamato just said, just rewatch the full day of games of LEC.
To its like full.
My soul is just in pain. LEC is so fucking ass. God damn. Yamato going through
I will
it.
say FlyQuest is outplaying C9, but as well outdrafting. So props to the coaches here.
Yeah, I mean, thinking about the whole series, game 1.
I think a wet 3. It would be kind of a wet 3-0 depending on this game, because game 1 was like,
but they didn't turn
it wasn't that dry.
Anything.
Yeah.
Currently, Cloud9 has killed 12 grubs to 0. Their grub conversion to victory rate seems very low.
Fair.
I know I'm probably beaten on the same point, but it feels to me like this is the Cloud9 that existed in like week 2 or week 5. Like it's just the very not dominant early game Cloud9 that doesn't seem to have team comp.
I don't even
or
think that
team
this is like,
cohesion.
this is just not how I see it,
FlyQuest
by the
team
way.
just seems like because they have such good players, they're picking really cohesive team comps.
I feel like game one was like
holding on
the
for
good
dear
version
life
of
for
C9, and FlyQuest just outplayed the good version of C9.
At least throughout the
I don't think that like C9 showed up and it's like, what the fuck are they doing? Like they definitely had moments in this game where it felt like that, but that seemed more like panic and like tilt than like them just coming in like super bad form.
And they've always had like a scaling mid lane mage for Jensen. So
It might be a Karma ban angle or first pick Karma. Like maybe they go blue side the first pick Karma.
You look through
That could be the angle.
Bwipo also just runs through team fights because this champion will just not just counter his lane, will counter the team comp.
I got a question.
Hit me.
So what if LCS teams hired professional lip readers? So then in between the games, they watch this
Genius.
and figure out what the enemy team's saying.
That's a great idea.
Let's do it.
I think a lot of the time they're just like, I really like the fruit that we had last week. If we could just anyway.
Arrow was so intense and he was giving Moxie direction. I was like, what are they saying?
Some coaches, I swear to God, they're so concerned about it.
Honestly, maybe the Knight's Vow, like I think the Knight's Vow is good on Sejuani, but maybe on Nautilus it's not good. Maybe he just needed to be tankier because he felt really, really squishy this game. So maybe you just go like full tank Nautilus and then you just play for like some engages. Like I don't think that Vulcan got one good engage for his team.
C9 can turn it around in game 3. They need to win 3 games in a row. Raz, you sat down with C9's top laner Fudge because he did win last week's MasterCard Player of the Week. And here's the interview.
What's up? It's MasterCard Player of the Week for week 1 of playoffs. Congratulations, Fudge.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, so
what I'm doing.
So rapid fire questions, 90 seconds to answer them. If you want to pass, you can pass. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, perfect. Let's get into it now. Favorite Oceanic teammate that you've had?
King.
Okay. What about Fantix? You're playing against him today as a coach.
He was my first ever coach. I liked him a lot. We are no longer friends.
There we go. Great answer. Biggest All-Pro snub?
Biggest All-Pro snub?
Yeah.
Who's the AD? B-Boy.
Oh, B-Boy? Great, yeah. Well, he got first place. He got first place.
He didn't deserve first place.
Oh my God, okay.
Oh, that's not what snub means,
who's your
bro.
MVP?
Bwipo.
Favorite design champion?
Aurelio.
What is a pet, or what is your pet peeve on the team?
People talk too much.
Okay. What is a red flag that you have?
None.
What's
That's the red flag.
In track?
In track?
Actually, just your favorite. Yeah. What's your favorite artist? You can just go with the artist.
Kendrick Lamar.
Favorite fitness routine, or what's your fitness routine?
We just do C9 workouts every morning. They destroy our bodies.
How do you keep focused on your personal goals?
You keep focused on them.
Good answer. Worst thing about queuing up in top in solo queue?
When your teammates don't swap and give you last pick.
Favorite player to watch internationally?
Zeus.
Do you really have a secret SoundCloud?
I do not. I lied.
You lied?
I lied.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a red flag, actually.
That is okay. That's instantly a red flag. All right, that's gonna be end of that one. So like, it's just like talk about like being able to play in Oceania and what kind of lessons you had, and like just your memories of it.
It was my first ever split, right? And I moved to a different city when I was 17, which was huge for me. I was really homesick. A lot of my teammates I was already friends with off like Discord, and they were already pro players. I had a really good team. And Fantix was the coach of that, which was now Richard on FlyQuest. It's kind of fun whenever I play against him, remembering that how we used to be as friends.
Yeah.
And now it's sort of just like, we don't even know each other anymore.
That's fair enough. That happens to a lot of people. You just drift apart. So
Yeah.
maybe you guys connect after this series.
Yeah.
Maybe you won't be feeling too happy after this series.
Maybe we're even more enemies after the series.
That's gonna be us,
Pick the
Yamato.
trophy up, and congratulations again on the Player of the Week.
We are going. We're gonna be in the sack. 1,200 hours a split. Then one day I'm just gonna quit. You'll never hear from me again. We'll drift apart. Then we'll just be strangers. GG. Just kidding, bro. I'll just watch League until I die.
In the Kia Sportage X Pro. Kia, movement that inspires.
Dude, why'd you put your new rig in the basement?
Didn't you hear? Bill's a good gillionaire now.
Basically, my new connection is so strong I can game anywhere. Check it out. We've got Gamer Rocker, Gamer Floaty, Gamer Couch.
Whoa.
It's got wheels.
Gamer Bench.
It's got
Gamer
wheels.
Throne. And Gamer Mower.
Why is DJ only in LS stream nowadays, bro. I don't even know who DJ is. Who the fuck is DJ?
Everywhere. AT&T Fiber with Qualifier.
Look what I've just made.
DJ.
The perfect pearl.
Not too bad, but check this out.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about who. Oh, Don Jake. People call Don Jake DJ. Since when, bro?
Red Bull gives you wings.
The new Red Bull Sea Blue Edition with the taste of Juneberry.
I don't know, bro. He just wants to be on that stream.
Wings for every taste.
What I'd do if League died? Probably just wait until I had another passion and then pursue it. I'm not like pressed for money or anything, so I would just live life. I mean, if League died, it would probably just be like, I'd probably just take like a few years off, to be honest. Just try to like, just try different things and see if there's anything I was super passionate about and then pursue it. Part of the reason I grind so much, like, or why I've grinded streaming so much, is to have future freedom, you know? Wouldn't keep streaming even in casual. I mean, I might. Depends. I mean, like, if League dies, I probably completely die as a content creator as well. So I'm expecting, like, if League dies suddenly, like, it's just, it happens like over time.
It's looking pretty dire here for Cloud9.
Spicy, bro. FlyQuest 2-0 in Cloud9 is crazy. I don't think many people expected this. Like, if FlyQuest was to win, it's supposed to be close.
So at the beginning,
all right, let's talk to Yamato. Yo,
what's up?
Bro, you watched all of game 1?
Yeah, I checked it out. I feel like honestly, I gotta give props to fucking L and Home, bro.
Yeah.
And Home, bro. FlyQuest is fucking, it's a well-oiled machine, like in terms of how they set up and the space they contest. They seem so much more aware. I feel like C9 rely on like individual fucking cheeky things, and they try to like cheat their way out of positions, but FlyQuest is pretty based.
Yeah. No, I mean they were so much worse last week than this. I don't know what happened, bro. Maybe they had a really off series or something, but I was like their setups versus TL were pretty bad, bro. It was a kind of a dumpster fire. I'm being honest.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I had very limited information. I saw both BO5s that were played, and I thought C9 would blow them out of the water.
Yeah, same.
Shout out to fucking Nuke Duke, man, my boy.
Nuke Duke.
Yeah, Nuke Duck and Jensen, and even Dom. You guys all made it back from the dead. That's how fucking dedicated all of you are, man.
They're fucking dead, bro. We got executed live. Came back from it.
We are so against the ropes right now. We got to unleash hell. Berserker.
Give me that stream though, so I can watch the Discord.
Yeah, got you.
He was like our original Pentakill.
Where's the Gilligan?
I don't know. He was watching The Gentleman.
I'm pretty base, but there's a time and place.
Yeah.
Back in a brighter time when pentakills meant something.
Crazy, bro. The whole gang is on stage. Mithy, Nuke Duck, Jensen.
Yep.
My boys.
Oh, just lagged. Okay, never mind. Good, we're good, we're good.
The Senakawa was pretty fucking base. I appreciate that.
I mean, the Karma has been looking really good for Fly. I'm surprised they opted out of it here. Because like they're flexing it, you know. I mean, I guess with Senna it no longer becomes a flex, but it just looked good in both games. The C9 draft Karma here themselves.
I think it's just Talia and Gono again. Joji looks pretty solid on it.
I mean, I don't like Talia that much with Maokai though.
I think it's better than with Karma, no?
So I'm kind of assuming it is going to be Maokai jungle, and now we know that. So it is going to be Zeri and Alice.
I don't know.
So drafting go buttons, playing
Alistair.
I think Cloud9 have to ban out some like
mid pool just gets worse, no? But I guess maybe they want to invite playing some AD champ mid.
Yeah, I mean they could just maybe go for like a Tristana or something.
No, they've tried in the previous 2 games.
Yeah, I feel Tristana is such a fake champ. I don't know how you feel about it.
Yeah, I don't like it that much.
Playing it.
I mean, I think I don't think it's a bad champ. I just think that it's very fragile. Like one thing goes wrong and it's just like GG, insta.
Insanely conditional. Like, oh, you're behind an item, you bought a Vampiric Scepter, you're gonna be useless for the rest of the game.
Yep.
See you.
83% of them thought that the
Oh, Tristana bad. Did you see Fofo Tristana today?
Yeah, no, it was disgusting. But Fofo is just a mage player, bro. He could never play things like Tristana.
Yeah.
Like he's just a guy where you got
some games on EDG, right? Like with Trist.
Yeah, I mean he carried some games on like Akali and stuff, even with that team, but mainly he's just a guy where you just give him. I would give him Hwei, Orianna, Talia, Karma every single time it's up.
I'm just gonna be chilling. I'll nod my head when you say something.
He's pretty much just Jensen to me. Like that's how I view him. He's just Jensen.
No matter what it is.
Oh shit. Oh, this is fucking Jensen meta, bro. Fucking Oriana's OP, Talia action, Karma action.
Yep. Hwei is champion right up his alley.
Yeah. God bless, man. I thought Jensen was done after this big stint.
Yeah, I thought he was done as well.
This is a straight back from the grave, man. Oh, it runs back beyond. Okay. This game does not look easier.
I mean, if you're FlyQuest, aren't you just picking the Gragas top once again?
For sure, no? Enemy is so low range.
Just run it back with Gragas Zen, no? Looks great to me, bro.
Maokai, Twisted Advance, plus a Yone. Like they've got the point and click.
At least in solid 2, I don't mind.
Crazy.
That's better than anything I could ever even.
I'd rather just go Zen, I think, still.
How long did that take you? That was insane. The detail on
I think picking Zen into Yon, showing Maokai as well. Enemy's pretty low range.
Yeah. I think it worked so well last game. And I think that it's still just like Zen with like Orianna backing you up. Kind of like the same way it was like Zen Karma. It's like borderline have an enchanter.
I really don't like Gwen.
No, I hate Gwen. It's got to be Rumble again, I think.
Of course, you can still go phase rush, and sometimes people go phase rush and AP Gragas and do these little different things.
Olaf,
Instead, it's gonna
Olaf.
Be Olaf. So taking a page out
That's
of
a hard Olaf game.
I think. That's not real.
It's a tough Olaf game.
Oriana's gonna run phase rush. Kai'Sa, he won't fight. Even Gragas can just play phase rush and have a good time.
Looking to really go right at him. They're drafting some dive buddies here alongside the One, some additional targets, some people to be able to actually start up the fight so he can be the follow-up. It's so much easier as a One when you are the secondary engage instead of the primary.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be phase rush Gragas, and phase rush Gragas is pretty hard to catch too. Oftentimes you can bait out the Olaf ultimate. If you, exactly, you bait out the Olaf ultimate as long as he doesn't.
Yeah, I think Fly is winning this, to be honest. I mean, I just think that FlyQuest comps have been really stable. Like, they just have solid comps every time. Their games are pretty easy to play. Nothing really cheesy about it. Their setups look good. Shit, bro. They win 1 out of 3 games. They go to MSI.
Both these teams still have 2 lives, and they don't want to use them, but they do have to.
So, speaking of having different
Doesn't Bubble like playing Gragas into Olaf? Yeah, he thinks it's good. He goes phase rush and he just chills. I think it's pretty good as well. Like, you pretty much just poke down the Olaf, and if he ever tries to all in, you just phase rush out. Looks like a 3-0 no lube. Could be, bro.
Would be my expectation. So I think it is going to be on hit, especially because there are multiple tanks, some frontliners that are going to be difficult that you have to.
All right, Whipmeister.
You get reported if you go triple AP here. You get
I have more homies on blue side.
Your solo laners are pissed.
I'm happy.
Who you got? You got just Whippo and Jensen? Oh, and Nuke Duck.
Whippo, Jensen, Erland, home.
Damn.
While we're waiting on the minions to spawn in this game, we got Raz standing by with FlyQuest.
You have any on C9? To Smithy, I guess.
That's right, I got Nuke Duck with me. First question. You guys are 2-0 up. Comps have been looking nice. What's your assessment so far of the series and your guys' performance?
The guys playing
I almost brought Messi back to Fnatic.
Damn.
I wanted him to. I wanted to work together with him actually.
Yeah. And he went to what, 100 Thieves over?
He went to C9.
Oh, C9.
Actually, no, 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves was at the time.
Oh, okay.
He just wanted to. He wanted to gather experience before he goes back into the head coach position. Because I remember him saying that when he hopped into Fnatic, like he wasn't ready for that. And yeah, Fnatic is at the time was a tough gig as the first head coach gig.
Yeah.
You kind of already answered it, but just based off the comp alone.
That's a test of the body, mind, and soul.
Wait, he would have been the head coach for Fnatic, or?
No, just a strategic coach, and I will be the head coach.
Trump card this game, you know.
Oh.
So if we keep him in check, we should be winning. So, you know, I think we're gonna win.
All right, sounds
I think at the time we complemented each other pretty well.
The first question and answer is the best part.
That was actually hilarious.
I'm surprised he didn't diagnose anyone right there.
The team is playing. Honestly, here though, yeah, it feels like they do have full confidence there. He mentioned keeping.
I'm as a league historian, yeah, pretty much, bro. I couldn't believe when Jamato was talking about if M5 was Russian or not.
Game number 1, it was all JoJo.
That's crazy to me.
Game number 2, it kind of just felt like FlyQuest was running away with it. JoJo just unable to play really without having to be specifically focused down because of the comp difference.
I mean, I think for better or for worse, you know, win or lose, there's gonna be a lot of focus on JoJo.
I just get dizzy when I get this 3-way screen. I don't know how you feel, but
yeah, I mean, it was cool the first time I saw it, but then the more I saw it, I'm like, I'm only looking at one of the lanes anyway most of the time. Plus, how am I supposed to watch 3 screens when I have 2 eyeballs, you know?
You know we have JoJo in the mid, so he's going to be slamming
this is a
mid.
fucking neck exercise.
We're going to win the game. That has not been the case whatsoever. Jensen has been heavily outperforming.
And I actually wanted
Alright, JoJo. It's the Qs.
Chat, but we're going to get a gank here real quick.
Inspired, is he going to bait it?
JoJo takes a Q in.
That mid gank Inspired did in fucking game 1 was.
Yeah,
it was a
really good.
little bit too far on the act stupid scale, I think. You gotta act just stupid enough for it to be believable, but he was just
I was really curious who voted All Pro because the Inspired thing is wild.
Actually immaculate in this
I thought about it after you mentioned it. And
so I wanted to pose the question to
wait,
Jack,
what?
Do you think Jensen will even die
like Inspired not being top?
Oh, yeah.
If we put up a poll for Jensen, because he has
it should have been
good,
number 1.
He's on his Oriana. He too has the phase rush.
Bro, did you see the interview with him in between games?
No.
Bro, he said some crazy shit, but I guess he's just allowed to say that shit, bro. He was talking. He's like, yeah, you know, like I think I'm like I think I'm the best jungler in the West. Like if you look at my teams, like I'm like, why do you think my rookie bot lane was performing? Like I played with a rookie on EG, we won. I played with a rookie and like Larson. Like,
course, you know, you're
I'm
starting
playing
to
with a
just
rookie
make
bot lane in FlyQuest. We're winning again. Like, why do you think this is? It's because of me. Like, it's pretty insane.
True.
There you go.
That is true.
Well, if people can't figure shit out, you sometimes have to say shit yourself.
I have seen some people commit fully
Maybe
to
one
just
day I
the
will.
raw Russian stuff. It looks like he's going, at least towards that Hex Drinker. Definitely does want to be bullying in this matchup and wants to play heavily towards that.
Yeah. Even Lee Sin has a little.
Oh, he said he made JoJo as well.
So always feels super.
He said that he's like, yeah, I mean, like, JoJo's good, like one of the best players, but I made him. Like,
how do you feel? Because Blabber, remember he had
so insane, bro. I love it.
Bottom side gets a nice little chunk, but Blabber had such an amazing.
Honestly, when
they made so.
They can dive here. Can't they dive here and kill Masu?
We got possible.
Well, I guess they don't know where Lee Sin is.
Pressure. It is alleviated quite quickly though, but.
Little bro thinks he is super. Yep.
Also talk about how he's not on one of these carries. Then,
yeah, I think when he was in EG, he definitely like 1v9, like he fucking ran the region. I think.
Yeah.
I think the rogue stint.
He was really successful with.
At least he can't talk shit to Whippo because Whippo fucking 3-0'd slammed him into the fucking wall, like really out jungled him.
Yeah. That's what he looked mega tilted that series too.
He was. You should have seen what he wrote in all chat. Like,
look, I mean, you gotta give some context, bro. What did he write?
I don't think he minds too much. Like he like played the game of Trundle in game 1, and then like after like in game 2 in the lobby, he's like, I'm never playing fucking Trundle again with this team. Like, I'm paraphrasing from memory, so I could be wrong, but it was like something that was like shocking to me.
Oh, inspired! He just ran it the fuck down, didn't he? Oh, JoJo buffer ult. Bro, JoJo should ult there.
Well, he wanted to be able to smite it. It was so close to 600 there, so he wanted to take the Q and be able to smite it in a couple of seconds. And then
Rogue got 3 ults. So.
The Cloud9 Grub. C9 Grub tried to pull in that jungler, get some revenge there.
Well, this is the first time so far in the series that FlyQuest has acquired a Grub. Both of the previous games, it was all 6 Grubs for C9. This is the first Grub.
I write you something.
Or bad for them though, because they won the last 2 without getting a grub. Well, they deviated from the plan of giving
You could tell the Grubs were pissed because then they tried to kill Inspired.
Well, I think what was the number? Could be 72% of people think that it's a good thing because the Grubs are cute. You gotta have cute Grubs.
The Void Might's not the Grubs. That's a whole different story.
Yeah,
I think even more percentage probably think those are good.
Yeah, I must have not been paying attention in class. That's my bad. We got the Drake started up, though. We got the attempt on that one from FlyQuest, which, again, we'll see if they can control these early Drakes. Game number 1 was absolutely huge for them.
That's the most mental thing I've ever seen in my life. What the fuck? Okay, Blabber has to flash to the blast cone or what? Okay. Bwibbo just showed up out of nowhere, bro. Where did Bwibbo come from?
Fucking Randy Orton, Bwibbo.
Holy shit.
Tries to hard push, Q through the minions, but Bwibbo on his way back has an easy.
He's just alright, bro. He's just walking it back top.
Wave, and those are the types of plays that you're talking about when you're highlighting how smart.
I have bad memories from Bwibbo and Gragas.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck just happened?
Damn. Fucking Ryanair, straight to the turret.
Jesus.
Nah, he had a stinker Gragas game like 50 Cs down back in 2021.
Oh, really?
Hey.
Okay. Okay, spacing. Oh.
Big hit.
Berserker down to 200, Monster down to 200.
Okay, Berserker wants to win.
Remember when Zeri stole shields from people?
Yep. People didn't even know that existed.
That is a big confidence booster when Cloud9 really needed in this series.
Yeah, they put so
Now
much
she just gets move speed when she sucks shields.
Berserker,
Yeah.
Zeri, carry. See if Vulcan shenanigans here. Right out of the brush. They thought
This is like a cheeky hands play.
This is good too, like them just the communication here where it's like, oh, we just use the dematerializer on the cannon so you get 6.
So that he can't get the hook escape onto the wall, and then after the hook he flashes away, make sure there's no counter kill.
I gotta say, it always feels really bad when your bot lane dies and then you look, it was to a Cull 80 carry, right? You know, Zeri actually
But it was still in. Now they removed it at some point.
The outplay anyway, they get the 2v2 kill.
It's such a classic C9 move, like they did this last year too. It's like when their macro's looking like shit, let's just pick Maokai.
Yeah.
Jensen will die this game. He will not go deathless in this series. And now the Berserker's got some money. Honestly, with Berserker getting money on Zeri, I've seen this.
I'm surprised that Fudge is not up more CS. I feel like he should be up more based off like what ended up happening this game, like the Whipple roam and when he chunked Whipple, forced the TP, had to save his own. I don't know.
Lots of damage there on the
Oh.
chunking him down, but this area ulti's already ready to go. Berserker wants some more PvP. Masu and Busio trying to get themselves back a little
Berserker's
bit.
just about it, I guess.
Level 6, and that means the
I
chance
think
for a
Vulcan should have
counterpunch is greatly
chilled
diminished.
headbutt
Masu
first,
and
maybe.
Busio have to retreat all the way back underneath their turret.
Yeah, this is quite well played there, but they're going to look for JoJo.
Inspired knows there's no soul unbound. Fate sealed, though. Nicely done from JoJo to keep himself safe.
Yeah, a really good job from Inspired to blow his ultimate cooldown there too. By landing that Q and taking it in, all he wants there, get the extra.
I thought Jezza was gonna ult there. Not gonna lie.
The Yone here, feeling the pressure.
Sorry, brother, right back.
Doing a good job there too. Just interrupting his back, messing with his tempo a little bit.
And that's gonna make sure that these grubs are gonna be
Knight's Vow. Okay, so they're gonna be pretty low magic damage.
Get a Knight's Vow, but this mid lane cannot get over to grubs. Should be Inspired picking up the rest.
And the cannon just dies. GG.
Shows up mid, but Jensen is just ready to stare these
Shows
guys
up mid,
down.
puts the Knight's Vow on him. He's unkillable.
Nice.
Nice.
Mid laner too low a health to be able to really participate in the situation. Jensen committing the shot
Doesn't have
right there
TP.
just to make sure that he's keeping these guys out. Inspired still working on the last one of those grubs. Remember that C9
You
came
nope.
two from
Okay.
the first set of them, so neither side going to be spawning the Void Grubbies
Yo,
this
what's up?
game as the invade.
Oh, this is gonna be 3-0 or what?
Busio wanted to channel his Hex Flash to get back over that wall, but it's going to be a lot
C9
harder
win this
than
game.
he wanted it to be. He stays alive for now.
Oh, Berserker's here.
Busio's still burning. Berserker makes his way into the fight from the side as
Okay.
Jensen now tries to escape, but he's got to be careful. He flashes back
Oh, onto
to the
Inspired.
last cone.
Nice.
Inspired tries to flash to the safety of
Oh,
the
he's dead.
tier 1 turret.
Nice. Berserker's gonna carry this game. Berserker is putting the team on his back, dude.
Is it a reverse sweep angle?
Maybe. Maybe. I do think that like C9 is not like outmatched or something. Karma was an issue. It's no longer here. I mean, JoJo played pretty poorly in game 1. He normally plays a lot better than that. I can see it happening.
They got to be in here, right? They're counter jungling. We just saw them. They still get the jump.
So this is a little bit of a pop quiz here. So you're trying to guess in chat.
You like the food?
This is Moss's
Yeah, it's pretty good.
debut, and we have another
Nice,
player
bro.
here. You're trying to guess.
Rachel ate most of it.
Is that bald head? Is that you? You got yourself in there? Huh, Isaac?
My playoff debut was pretty good.
That's looking pretty round.
Yeah, Kobe's just staring at my head. Just trying to look at the comparison.
I'm looking at you back at the screen. I was like, that's definitely.
So the shadows can be misleading because one time we did a guessing game and I was like, that
I
was
don't really
Dokla.
like
No,
Flag
it's a
West
shadow.
draft too
Dokla's
much.
Like, guess Dokla? And they're like, yeah, that was Dokla's shadow, but the answer wasn't Dokla.
Yeah.
I just like how you
I think it just depends on how good your Kaisa player is. If your Kaisa player is the GOAT, I like it.
Is he a good Kaiser?
I seen that head.
He's okay. I think his best is probably Varus.
Trained by Pokemon though to trust the shadows. I feel like I've been betrayed.
I know.
All right. Well.
Labra's no ult for 7. EP's coming from both. JoJo is pretty low. I don't know if I like this. But I guess Zeri is a lot stronger. Oh, Bwipo. What was that? What did Bwipo just do? Oh, Bwipo just griefed it. Oh, Bwipo just... Oh! Inspired's dead too? Oh, the game's over.
They're all dead.
Jesus, it's like that.
Berserker's 1v9.
Okay, he's 1v9.
Berserker now. We have seen this story before. Wrap it up. It is a rich Cloud9 AD carry.
Inspired played it well in the 50-50.
Berserker is just that good or what?
Flashback in for the smite, but he secures it. But
We got a series? We got a series. We got a series. I mean, game 1 was kind of a stomp. Game 2 was kind of a stomp. Game 1 was really close.
By the Cloud9 AD carry. Watch how Inspired plays this. As it gets low, steps forward. Doesn't get
I think if Weibo didn't, they could have fought this.
Yeah, they could have. Bwipo Omega sent it for no reason.
They're completely zoned out by the mouth Kyle. Meanwhile, the Cloud9 carries are always hitting.
Yeah, and Berserker's like melee range in here, pops the ultimate, easy chase downs with Zeri.
Berserker's gonna have like fucking Navri already.
He didn't have a completed item in that fight. Now he finished his static shiv. He's got the
Let's
extra
go Hurricane
on
first.
top of it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I mean, this is exactly how Cloud9 need the early stages.
Should he go Hurricane here?
When you're
Or you just go PD?
Yes,
There's like
given up 2 dragons.
triple melee, kha'zix.
Yeah, but I mean, is
Low
this
range.
melees that are actually? Because I feel like Lisa doesn't play fights like other melees.
Any of these advantages that
That's true, yeah.
did accrue. So
Like you're not gonna be grouped up with the Nautilus. I hope.
this series, and
Yeah, but I think Hurricane just helps you overall, like farming fast as well, farming camps. I think it's just overall better second.
very much have some chances here with the
Yeah, maybe if you're farming camps. I mean, Shiv is like already doing that, I think.
By the way, still has not died, so the Orianna Shockwave might come up huge.
And I don't know about you guys, but when we saw JoJo's reaction to that fight, to me, it looked like a bit of relief on his face after they won that fight, after they finally found a composition that's working for them, after this game number 3 is going the way
first
that
on
it
D.
is. Because I feel like you had to be feeling the pressure and the stress, especially after how bad game number 2 was.
So 53% of chat actually guessed this. And then
Wait, 53 of them got it right?
53%, not even just 53 people. That's actually crazy.
Wow.
I feel like that's a really hard one to get, but obviously, you know, throwback to Danny had this incredible debut. Also played alongside Inspired on that EG roster. It is again Inspired, you know, paired up with this really experienced.
Place are they fighting for? Winner is guaranteed top 2 and goes to Messiah. Loser has to play TL. Winner of that plays in finals.
Make that title run. So FlyQuest trying to replicate some of that success. It has been a bit of a recipe here in the LCS since EG had that big success, is pairing strong, young NA talent with veterans, try to help them really learn and level up their gameplay at a faster pace.
Exactly. You have the veterans for their skill objectively, but they're also a catalyst for the development of the younger players. Level them up faster, make sure you've got the whole roster.
Danny is just gone out of the league, not coming back.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's not going to find anybody. He's seeing him.
He's done, bro.
Opportunity to get a punish. The teleport onto the tier.
It's crazy, bro. Imagine you just have that year and then you just end up not playing anymore.
That's crazy.
You play like a year and a half of pro and you end up winning the league. Oh, JoJo.
This is Yone. This is
Oh!
Oh my god.
He's so clean though, kind of.
Yeah.
Jesus. That was kind of fucking Smurf.
Yeah, Inspired into this first Q, otherwise it was an easy kill.
Yep.
That was the reason he doesn't just immediately die.
How many ads? Bro, there's no ads. Oh, you mean like in for them? I didn't play any ads. I got 23 minutes on the ads. We should be good. 25 minutes actually.
And then they end up sending Inspired all the way into the grave. And because you overcommitted on bottom side, that leaves the rest of the map open. And who benefits the most out of it? Solo tower gold.
Steph Curry Sim says, "Yeah, LEC is washed. To be honest, we ain't competing with that." Who's we, bro? Your we is like fucking Bliss Esports and OCE. Not even making PCS playoffs. Getting stumped 45-6 in 20 minutes. That's we for you, brother.
Stop it. You're like my minions.
He just really likes that money, dude. He
so
wants
funny,
to
man.
farm up.
Needs all the gold.
That's what makes a great AD carry.
Greed.
Greed. Give me all the money and I will kill all of the
Caps and I. Oh, okay, never mind.
Whippo making this matchup not look so fun for Fudge as he's been getting chunked out. Did just
2 items completed before he completed his cull. I mean, he bought a fucking late cull, bro. He bought a cull after he had 70 CS. That's so crazy.
I love too how we were talking so much in the beginning about oh yeah, Cloud9 have 3 possible carries here. Guess what? That Knight's Vow is going one place and one place only.
Oh yeah.
There's only one vow in this game.
Chill, Vulcan. Free Drake. Relax, buddy.
Dragon. Cloud9 should have a very easy time. Take bottom tower, take out the dragon, and little bit of extra push. One consolation tower on the top side of the map does go over to FlyQuest as Whippo finishes it up and pushes the wave out.
Soul Stack is
Oh, to be behind.
Oh, they want JoJo's head again.
8 kills to
They want
2.
JoJo's head. God damn. He's holding the old. Oh my god.
Oh, weapon.
I guess he should have just flashed it.
Inspired's dead.
Inspired just one shot?
Yeah.
Oh, Berserker missed his ult. Berserker missed his ult.
Oh shit.
Oh, Berserker missed his ult. That's so bad, bro. Oh, the hook.
Nice.
Oh, he ended the whole game. Oh, Berserker griefed it.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Nah, Berserker, bro. You are playing so well this game.
That was a sick hook, though.
Yeah, that was a really good hook.
They get the shutdown off of Berserker's head.
Oh, tower as well, bro. This is a big comeback.
Yeah, huge comeback.
It's actually not that easy to teamfight later for Berserker. There's many tools on FlyQuest side.
Yeah.
Kill him.
Rio dry. Nah. C9's still in fine position. They're still in winning position, I would say.
And then that hook was massive. The shutdown's really big. You start looking over. Jensen's doing well. Masu's doing well. And this is what
That was really nice by Bwipo.
He has the ulti. He could use it any time. But the body slam flash comes in. He can't react to it. Just gets deleted. And even
Guess he could have blocked the Maokai ult.
He's put so low that he can't really
Berserker, what was that, bro?
He for sure was trying to bait because he immediately thumbs up. He emoted and he had Berserker coming
Damn.
down the river.
Oh.
Thought he was going to, bait him into it, but yeah, an Alistar
Kind of a BS hook. I mean, that's just the hook, bro. That's just how that shit
bro,
works.
Okay, Blabber had the flash.
Yeah, they TP'd. I mean, no one's bot right now. Gonna lose wave.
That's one of those things where it's just a reaction. You see the hook coming at you, you sidestep, but if he blocks that, maybe it's a different story because Berserker was so rich. There was an opportunity potentially for them to turn around, or at least for it to not be nearly as bad. Maybe he dies, but they get out and they defend the tower.
Also, as a support, if you're auto-filled into support,
Yeah, I don't really blame Berserker for not flashing that. I didn't think it was gonna hit either.
I need to block stuff for my AD.
That was a fucking lollipop angle.
Especially when you're on the cow, man.
You gotta drill that.
So Nautilus hook has been. Yeah, I mean, it's even if you play this game all the time, bro, it's still surprising.
Okay, C9
So crazy when you get hit by that. It's like, what the fuck, man?
3,000 gold, feeling really good about the state of everything. That fight just kind of suplexed their lead right back down into the dirt there in bottom lane.
Wow, I can visualize it.
I know, suplex is a great verb. It really does show a visceral idea.
I've got to say, this has kind of been
Buying an Atamas, Maokai, and Ali.
Years ago, where it felt like teams always
I
just
don't know who
targeted
they're
the
putting
side
it on
lanes,
though.
and he had this, habit of
Yeah, I mean, you definitely throw one on I guess you throw one on both carries. It just feels weird to buy an Anathemas for an Orianna.
are clearly just sending it for him time and time again.
I don't know, this item is not even that good, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I like it when there's like a single source of damage on the other team. Like if you have one AP, like there's an Akali on the enemy team, but then everything else is AD. You just build armor and then Anathema's the Akali. That shit feels really good.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, yeah, he deleted Facebook, he went to the gym, he's been working out. He's like, I don't care about my ex at all. I for sure don't care about him, not gonna focus on killing JoJo at all.
Is it still deathless in the series? Wait, Jensen is deathless still?
Then you run into him.
Damn.
It's all out the window.
He's kind of, he knows how to win LCS, bro.
The pain though, honestly.
They're going for him again.
Oh boy. This is not where JoJo wants to be. Nice. He gets away using that primed up Q3 to dash away from the Sonic Wave. Inspired had the flash there, so if he connects the Sonic Wave, he can easily follow up for the resonating strike in DN sec.
So your mic keeps cutting out.
What, on stream? Or what?
No, in Discord.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's fine though. Now it's fine.
What the hell? Wait, how is it cutting out?
Like stop talking and then I can't hear you and then you come back for like in 3 seconds.
What the fuck?
No.
Gee, bro, Discord is dead.
Hasn't been able to really
now it's okay.
much happen in that 1v1, and it's going to be up to him to make
Okay,
it
Dragon
happen
30.
in that 5v5, where it can be tough. You try to go in with that Ragnarok and you just get focused down and pushed out very quickly.
Speaking of getting focused down when you go in, big purchase.
Oh, I see IE on Zeri, bro. I don't think FlyQuest should fight this.
Yeah. Zeri is fucking Thanos. As Ghost this fight too.
But they have Lee and Gragas Flash. Maybe they can catch him out.
His team should be able to block him somehow.
So it's double Anathema's chains from Cloud9. We saw double Vow, now it's double Anathema's. Almost for sure going to be on Jensen and Masu. So, both you have that damage reduction on that person, to you, but also the reduced tenacity is really, really big because there's a lot of CC on that Cloud9 side.
They hook in. Bwipo is just dead, no? Oh, stopwatch, okay.
Yeah, stopwatch.
Get the flash. Oh, kick onto to Berserker. Huge!
Nice!
Dude, inspired.
He's the GOAT. Yeah, he's the GOAT, bro. This is game over, I think.
Whoa.
Bro, he's too good.
Bro, are they just that good?
Yeah, bro. Inspired is a beast.
That was kind of nuts. I was watching this with headset off.
God damn, bro. I mean, FlyQuest is just, I guess they're just the best team in NA right now. Shit. I mean, I'm not mad at it, bro.
Alone, they're the best team in the West.
They could be, bro. It's either them or Rogue. I'm not sure.
Look at that. Look at that insect.
Just watch Inspired, man. He makes all
I would love that matchup with MSI.
They use all their spells for Gragas, and then Lee can just go in.
Yep. Doesn't even have the.
Right here on the side, he's hunting. They try to mark him a little bit, but Berserker is basically being zoned out of the fight just by his implied pressure. Then
damn.
Kick,
got him.
flash, knocks him into the team.
Oof.
He flashes out.
Orianna Shockwave was clean too.
Then put it into the bounce house by Whippo, so he can't actually E over the wall. There was no way out for him in that.
Damn.
Perfectly executed. Great positioning from Inspired.
Just like that.
From FlyQuest.
Also, if you're looking at the bottom side of the fight from FlyQuest, their two carries were
Hey, I mean, FlyQuest has been playing really well.
The Maokai ult went across the screen.
Like, I don't know, bro. They leveled up this week.
Both Jensen and Masu
Is what it is. Dude, this is gonna make a. I mean, if C9, I hope C9 beats TL because I want to see the series again. You know. It would be good as fuck.
He wants to try to kick the anime character. Nope. He goes for the Pikachu instead, blowing up the Zeri.
Ooh, such a fucking tough solve.
Yeah.
They're not gonna practice against anybody that is like remotely close to this.
Nice.
Holy Whipmeister.
Bro.
Flashing like that, Blabber is shitting his pants.
And Blabber is clipping into the wall and shit. It's fucking crazy. Why is Ori not your first ban? I mean, I don't know. Like, the thing is that this series, it's like, so Jensen played a good Hwei game. Like, you know he can play Talia. Talia's probably his best champ. Like, that's left. That's not Azir. And he played Karma, which was the champ that he was really bad on before, but he played it well in this series. So it's like, you have to give him something. They decided to ban out other champs.
Easy time with this 4-1 split push siege, and it is already starting to close in around Cloud9 from all sides.
I mean, life comes at you fast. It was looking like a guaranteed Cloud9 win into, okay, well, now it's a close game into a, now you need heroics.
Are they gonna end the game the same way? Oh, Masu's out. Jensen had so much, no?
Berserker's trying.
Take out the tier 2 turret at the same time. Berserker still trying to find some
He
damage,
loses it.
but FlyQuest is all the way out. Blabber gets jumped on by Inspired, but he ain't too worried about it.
Oh, Blabber no flash.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Good movement.
Step forward.
Nobody dies on either side, but critically, that was the flash engage.
Sweaty goals here.
Yeah, I think in the next series, JoJo's probably gonna just have to play mages himself. 2 games Yone, I mean, it just doesn't look that good. But Yone is just not a strong champion right now, I think. Like, after the nerfs, I don't really mind the champion anymore. Like, champ got nerfed, then fucking Lethal Tempo got fucked. I mean, I don't know.
Biggest problem of Rumble is that all AD millionaires suck ass.
Yeah.
How OP is this champ, by the way?
So Cloud9, they might have given themselves one baby step of a window to try and get back into it. They have to be able to get back to that backline.
Such a hard Yon game, I think.
We'll see if we can do it though, because Masu on the other side, he's basically.
Yeah, it's like even what he picked it into the 3 that was showing was just Nautilus, Kai'Sa, Orianna.
Yeah.
That's not like a easy on game.
They actually skipped the Shiv, so it's Kraken, Navori, and Terminus, which is incredible DPS, and 3 items done for Jensen too.
So Berserker is
He is still strong top. I don't know, bro. I'm pretty sure this champion has like piss win rate top.
Power spikes are identical between these two carries right now. It's been a pretty incredible comeback from FlyQuest so far.
Like always, like two like splits in a row. I feel like C9 paid too big of a price deep into the series by deep into the season by trying too hard to be master of everything, you know?
Yeah.
I think if they just made some kind of a commitment and players on the team like adjusted to one another in some shape or form, you know, and They did the typical Bruce Lee, you know, master one kick. So I'm pretty certain they would beat out NRG if they just leaned into how good Berserker was last year, or sure there's a variant of that also makes sense for this team.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's harder on this team though, because like players who you thought would be good were like being really inconsistent, right? Like Berserker was pretty bad during the whole split, so it's like you just give up on him and have him play like utility and be like, all right, bro, we're drafting like Varus, like Ashe, whatever, Senna, play you only on utility and play only through JoJo because he was the best player in regular split. Is that worth to do with a lineup like this, or do you give them some time to like show themselves? It's also like, I mean, if you think about the players that Berserker's playing with, right? Like Fudge and Blabber got carried by this guy for a fucking while, you know? Like they think he's really good, so they're gonna give him a longer leash.
Yeah, no, Berserker deserves. Yeah,
oh my god.
Oh, no.
That's only whip. It's not enough. Marcel stacked on fly at tempo.
Yep.
Vulcan's dead.
Whip was so unkillable, bro.
Yeah.
That doesn't look fair at all. This
He's enjoying right now. Dude, Zeri looks like he's just doing no damage in these fights.
But they have one creep. They can get it in.
Yeah. Is it actually even worth to go mid here? Or is it better to just go Drake and insta tempo base so you can do Baron after?
They're going Baron now.
I guess they're going Baron now.
There was a misclick from Busio. They actually had both Blabber and
yeah, they got it in time.
And he ulted onto Blabber and
okay, I guess they just get it. Damn, bro. Huge.
They win the fight anyway.
Yeah, I guess mid territory into Baron's good.
More dominant, uncontested Baron here.
Fuck the Drake.
They're gonna go to the Drake, maybe? No, they're not.
7K with an open inhibitor and a Baron buff on
who did Yon ult this fight?
Dragoon, he tried to clip the Ori, but
and they don't waste any time. They immediately
he
send
walked out.
Jensen topside to push out top wave while everybody else goes for their reset first. So everybody else getting their money spent. Jensen gets one wave push on topside. Wonder what his cash is looking like.
Bro, this Yone just looks so fucking useless.
Yeah,
I've seen Blade During King into IE, Blade During King into Kraken, Blade into Shield Bow. I've never seen Kraken into Shield Bow.
Honestly, gotta give props to Busio too, who's just been hitting so many hooks.
I've seen Kraken into IE, then Shield Bow.
In the favor of FlyQuest.
As Yon, you just pick build depending on the weather.
Yeah, pretty much. Playing hard on this wave.
I mean, it is crazy that Jensen still has not died, but it's almost crazier. JoJo still hasn't gotten a kill.
They can borderline dive, like their inventories are massive.
Jensen has just been
good ward jump from Inspired.
FlyQuest, they're just gonna muscle their way into the base.
Right, I didn't, like, Blabber didn't W on that.
He did, no?
Top lane and mid lane.
Just didn't queue.
Blabber jumping in, looking for Inspired, but there's just not an angle here. Blabber now having to deal with
There's no turret, Whippo, they don't have to do this.
C9 dog piles in. It's a 5-man play looking for Whippo, but he just flashes back over the wall.
Go back top.
I got Maokai ult out.
Yeah, just go back top. Probably go mid as well. They're pinging onto mid. They want to take both.
Yeah, he will TP.
Mid lane inhibitor is also still exposed, so they could rotate over. Mid wave not too far out.
They've still got
He's just walking.
Baron for another 75 seconds.
Nope. Oh, no, it's a
FlyQuest have plenty of time to work with. They'll use the teleport mid lane. Whippo is going to heal back up. He'll be ready
can
to
look for a hook here.
It's gonna be 2-wave stacking too.
Oh, Whippo.
No flash or Zanya's on this guy. I mean, they killed him. Oh, the kick. Oh, Inspired.
He found him.
So insane.
Dude, he's so good, actually.
He's too good, bro.
Is he the best jungler in the West?
He is, of course. Always has been.
Worse?
He has always been the best jungler in the West, I think.
Okay.
That's game.
No, this hasn't been better, so it's arguable. That's it.
Yeah.
But damn. Okay, Fly.
Damn, FlyQuest, bro. They packed him into a fucking blunt.
Fucking MSI.
They packed him into a fucking blunt.
3-0, bro. Crazy.
Rio. Alright, boys. I will see you guys.
Yeah. Catch you tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Peace. God damn. Flies. They played so well. Wait, so Flies is going to MSI. FlyQuest is going to MSI. Alright. Bro, if they look like this, I'm down to see what they can do, bro. I'm down to see what they can do.
Jensen, in fact, did not die the entire series.
Jensen, no deaths. JoJo, no kills in the entire series. Very, very surprising results. You know, FlyQuest, people were thinking they were going to come in. This was going to be a really tight series. Even with some monster leads in games 1 and 3 in the early game, Cloud9 could not get it done. FlyQuest out-positioned them in the team fights, out-executed them in the team fights. This was all about really outthinking your opponents and out-executing them in those critical moments.
What they do is pick AFK scaling team fight comps. How is that an AFK scaling team fight comp? What does that even mean? They're playing Nautilus Kaisa Lee Sin, brother.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the team fighting that we saw from FlyQuest in this series has been the best we've seen from any team in the LCS.
LPL tomorrow? Yep, LPL tomorrow. Probably start from second series like always. Got Top Esports AL and then EDGRA. Yep. And then there's no LEC tomorrow. So it's just one thing. It's just only one stream tomorrow. And then on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we have LPL again. Let's hear the interview. And then we dip out.
First of all, congratulations. You've now qualified for the mid-season invitational.
Thank you.
Was that on your mind at all in the series, or just laser focused on what was going on?
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely thinking about, you know, the winner goes to Chengdu, which will be an exciting event to go to because I missed out on the last international tournament. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm happy we made it.
I'm looking forward to seeing you there. In terms of going through this series completely deathless, were you also aware of that, or was that something that the team was kind of cheering you on for?
I don't think we talked about it, but I mean, in the back of my mind, I definitely like remembered it. I also remembered that enemy mid lane, I'm pretty sure he didn't get a single kill. So that was like also a fun fact that happened.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, going into this matchup, I think a lot of eyes were on mid because of how much pressure JoJo is able to exert in a lot of C9's games. You absorbed that really well. So what was your kind of individual and team game plan going up against C9 today?
I mean, I know how good of a player JoJo is, and usually like when C9 wins, it's through JoJo pressuring the map and stuff. And I also know like I'm really good at neutralizing players who play really aggressive and tries to snowball. So I thought as long as I played a good game, like we should win C9 pretty easily.
And then one thing I really appreciated today was just generally your draft strategy going up against C9. So talk to me a little bit about that, because I know
it was a fun fact. It was just really fun, I guess.
About it yourself. I think a lot of people have criticized your champ pool, Azir being removed. I think you've had an excellent playoffs thus far. So talk to me about your draft strategy going into C9.
I mean, we kind of just draft whatever is like comfort for us and it works best for us, and we've had good results with in practice. But we also knew that C9, they snowball through mid a lot, so we just banned Ari and Nico, and after that it was like just pretty straightforward game, and I mean, it was pretty easy, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys seem to have a little bit of a tougher time against Team Liquid last week.
That wasn't that easy.
In terms of coming out of that series, what do you think your biggest takeaway was going into this week to qualify for finals in MSI?
I mean, the games against TL, I don't know if there's like a specific takeaway. It was complete banger games back and forth. So I think, you know, I don't know what the takeaways were actually. You know, I think we just played bad some games and had some bad individual performances, and we just cleaned it up a bit today. But I also think TL was a much tougher opponent. They play a lot better than C9, so I think it was just hard against TL.
way.
That's the perfect segue into my
I don't
question
believe that.
next, which is going to be, who do you think is going to be facing you in the grand finals?
I mean, I thought for sure before the series it was going to be us against C9 again, but after today, like, I don't know, man. I can't say C9 after today. I just can't. I'm sorry. So probably TL.
All right, you heard it here first. It's going to be TL. Thank you so much for taking the time, Jensen.
Nah, it's going to be C9, bro. It's going to be a run back.
Throw it to the Analyst Lounge to close out the day.
I heard it in the back. The lounge. Thanks a lot, Emily.
To the lounge, Emily.
Dude, TL is so sketchy.
Had their,
actually, how did TL versus C9 go in regular season? It was 1-1, or how did it go?
That happens, especially for mid lane, like top lane. Sure, that could happen, but mid lane not getting a single kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we break more down, reminder: LCS Finals weekend.
It was
kicks off
1-1.
next Saturday, 3 p.m.
It was 1-1.
Eastern.
I mean, I guess
Noon
TL
Pacific
can win.
for the lower bracket
I still think
finals,
C9's a better team,
now
though.
Team Liquid versus Cloud9, and then the winner of that will play FlyQuest in the finals. That's Sunday, 1:30 p.m. Eastern, 10:30 a.m. Pacific. So coverage starts very early for the pre-show there. And speaking of which, even though Raz, you didn't flip your vote, Jensen's won Player of the Series.
Boom!
Yeah,
that's a big one.
I do have to ask you, Dokla, as someone who lost the upper bracket final and then
C9 plays like they did today, they gigalooz against TL? No, I don't think so.
Honestly,
I think that this was actually like just a really good series from FlyQuest. I think FlyQuest just played way better than they did last week. Like, people always try to do math where they're like, oh well, like FlyQuest struggled versus TL and they beat C9, so that means that C9 has to be way worse than TL. But I just think that FlyQuest played way better today than they did against TL. I think that this version of FlyQuest would like 3-0 TL super easily. Just like they 3-0'd C9. Like, this was just like they were just all on form. There was so many issues they had in that other series. So I mean, I think that C9 versus TL, like, it'll be close. Like, I don't think it'll be a complete stomp. But I do think C9's a better team. Like, there's a lot of issues with TL that we've seen. Like, they have champion pool issues. I think the main question with TL is, like, Umpty has been, like, sprinting it. And I think that if Umpty runs it down, C9 is a really good team at capitalizing against it. No way Umpty pulling Inspire level shit against C9. I mean, TL games just are not clean. Like, none of the TL games are clean. None of the TL games are clean. They always throw.
That's crazy.
And yeah, I mean, if you throw against C9, I feel like C9's good at capitalizing on throws. But FlyQuest just didn't throw at all. They just played well.
Like a tied ballot and tiebreakers. Anyway, Player of the Week to Whippo. Congratulations, Dokla. I want you to talk about this one because I think you pointed out how impressive what Whippo did this series actually was, sometimes based on the fact that he blind picked 3 times.
Yeah, so he blind picked 3 games in a row, and he had more impact in pretty much every single game. You know, setting up plays. I think the TP play in Game 3 was the biggest play of the series, at least when they were behind, and he just found a really good angle to get back into the game. So
how broken is Zinjao?
A lot of time in front lining for his team to play well. Like, he's stuck in the middle of like 5 people here, but just presses Zhonya's here, buys time, flashes out, and you know, Inspire hits a great kick into the Nautilus, into the Ori Shockwave, but you know, it's all set up by
this was so clean.
Just making space for the carries.
This was so clean.
Yeah, I definitely think.
I mean, yeah, I mean, if FlyQuest play like this, bro, they're just the best team in NA. I mean, they're like, there's nothing bad to say about them. Their bot lane, which is supposed to be their weakness. I mean, they did have a solo death here or there, but for the most part, they were showing up and they were relevant in fights as well. So yeah, it's huge. Okay, so that's it for LCS this week. We have a break day tomorrow from LEC. And then, yeah, we have the semifinals and finals, loser bracket finals and grand finals next week for C9 and Fly. So, or C9, TL, and Fly. So, yeah, it's C9 versus TL, and then it's Fly versus the winner. So that's what we got. All right.